Welcome to the Planescape, where good and evil clash, where law and order maintain their delicate balance, the battleground for gods and monsters. Many heroes have written their legends in the stars of the astral sea, but these are not their stories. The Aspera and her crew, Kyana, Finbar, Virla, and Dani, may not be the stuff of legends yet, but they're definitely rolling with difficulty.
Hello, and welcome back to Rolling with Difficulty, the adventures of the crew of Aspera. I, as always, am your DM, Austin, joined by my wonderful adventuring party. Say hello, everyone.
Hello!
Hey!
Hey!
Such enthusiasm. I love it. It's infectious. Welcome back. This is the 5th episode. We're excited to keep you on. I don't think we have any announcements or anything. I have no sarcastic, mean comments this time. So without any further ado, we'll be jumping right back into the story. Last time on Rolling with Difficulty, you guys found yourself in Sigil for a short time to get your ship repaired after a brief hijink in the plane of Eternal War, Acheron. You were contacted. Someone by the name of Love was at the Sprite Spring looking to speak with Finbar. Going there, you found out she had arrived to let you know that there was a problem with Finbar's home village, so to speak, Hundkiln, found deep in the heart of the plain called the Feywild. Traveling there to see what this problem was about, you, instead of taking your ship, which is being repaired, you took one of the many doors through Sigil. Arrived, found that the problem was a group of brigands looking to steal, although it wasn't really clarified what, to pillage and steal from your town. Warning had already been issued. Time was of the essence, and in fact, the time dilation of entering the Feywild, you had but a day before their return. You decided to split up, plotted plans, hoped to lure them into a trap, perhaps. A scouting party went to go size up their numbers, but a failed stealth roll by Kyana quickly changed the plan. Hijinks ensued, new plans were made, executed, a knockdown drag-out fight took place between the crew and Agden and his group of brigands, including a Fomorian giant, one of the cursed Fey giants. Brutal, but you guys emerged victorious, killed Agden, the Fomorian, and the rest of his evil brigands. You now stand atop a massive tree stump. The sun has completely set, the sky a beautiful purple and kind of like purplish bluish color. Cloudless, but marred now by the rising smoke. As the sun has set, the main light source now is the ever-growing flames from the fire set by a misplaced or well-placed, depending on how you look at it, attack from Dani. The tents begin to catch blaze, and you find yourselves standing bloodied, bruised, but alive atop this slowly burning campsite. What would you like to do?
Fuck!
Can we put the fire out? Is it gonna spread?
That's
We're in the
fine.
forest.
No.
Anyone else?
Let's put the fire out. Let's.
Okay.
And I start going around with my cape, and I just stamp them all out gently.
Yeah,
I have no way to actually put fires out. I only have ways to start them.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's
Finbar
okay.
goes
It's
around
okay.
and begins patting out the flames. Will anyone else assist?
I'll try.
I'll help them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just walk through, just like stamping them out with my feet.
It's not a short process, and it does leave you smelling of smoke and covered in ash, but you are able to put out the flames before they spread too far. As you kind of put them out, you see the now destroyed remains of the pile of treasure, quotes, that Agden had gathered. The burned toys, paintings, and utensils, smashed furniture, some meager gold pieces, but for the most part, just things that belonged to people, things people cared about.
They're
That
Good
they
job, Dani.
threw on the pile.
Can I do, as we're putting out the fire, can I like kind of shuffle stuff around my foot and see if there's anything like good buried underneath?
Yeah,
You
go ahead
burned
and
the
make an
loot
investigation
pile.
check.
Natural 1.
You specifically,
buddy.
Everything here
specifically
is
targeted. You targeted the
you
loot
really
pile, and
did.
you're expecting to find something.
I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be a nice dramatic moment. We're putting on a theater of the mind here. Come on.
It's okay. Dani's really good at what she does.
Yeah.
I'm a
You
goddamn
pick up
professional.
you pick up a lump of coal that you can see from the little bit of like shape that still remains from it. It was some sort of like wooden duck, but is now just fire fuel. Also, as you stand here, this whole process probably takes you 20 minutes at least to be sure that you got enough. The embers aren't gonna carry. Where there is like blood spilt, which by the way is a lot of this, you see slowly growing like red briars, slowly kind of growing out. I say slowly, quite fast for a plant, but red thorny plants are sort of like twisting their way out, and the wood itself, because you are on top of this like massive stump, the wood itself is sort of like twisted and gnarled in those spots.
Well, that's unsettling.
The land is responding to what happened here.
Is this
We
normal
should
around
probably
here,
scooch.
Finbar?
Yeah. No, the woods have a way of expressing some of the emotions that happen in and around here. And blood was spilt, and it's you can think of it as it licking its wounds in a little bit, in a manner.
Cool. We should
That's
probably
neat.
scoot before it like grows around us.
He knows that this isn't something to particularly worry about, right?
It might not be good to be here like a very long time. In the future, It might not be a good place. The Feywild responds to emotion, and the land here is scarred by violence now. It could heal, could scab over and heal. It might become something foul, but it's hard to tell with the Feywild. Things are always shifting and changing. It's the only sure thing is that everything is ephemeral in the Feywild.
Well, in that case, I feel good that we had the fight here instead of at the village.
Oh my God.
Casualties back at home would not have been pretty.
They
There's
are
so
still
many
preparing.
unsprung traps in the village.
They are, yes. We asked them to prepare traps while we went to go and rescue you, Kyana.
Oh,
I do not know
thanks.
what the state of completion is now.
Well, it hasn't been too
Well-
long.
No,
Oh, that's true.
You need the
Been,
traps
what,
by
maybe
tomorrow,
an
and it's
hour?
not tomorrow
an
yet.
hour and a half maybe.
Yeah, I'd say
We should probably go back before they
it's probably
set
like
too
4
many
hours, but-
traps. I don't really want to walk face first into one of those right when we get back.
Yeah, I would maybe dodge like the main gate, look for pits. I think we had some like ball bearings being distributed or something along those lines. The pits are the big one. I told them to put spice in it.
Okay.
I think
Great.
we ought to rest up a while. And he goes around to everybody and checks their wounds. Like, maybe we sit down. He starts pulling out his pots, pans. He's gonna walk around. And he's going to look through the charred remains. This might be. Dani, can you help me with just one more fire?
Yeah. What do you need? And I'll produce flames in my hand. Both hands are just like fists
Just
of...
a little one. I need a little one.
It's like hand size. It's pretty little for a fire. Like, what are you talking about? You're like on a leaf, or direct me
Just
where
some-
you want, and it will happen.
You see him. He clears like a little spot. Says, make a quick meal, eat up, gather all our things, and then I think we should head back.
You're the boss, Finbar, and I will produce flame in the area he indicated.
You set up a little fire and watch the remnants of smoke drift up into this beautiful purple, blue, starry sky. The slow-growing briars rising up, not close to you, but nearby enough to watch. And you guys are gonna take a short rest, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool, go for it.
Oh, thank you.
Short rest, baby.
As Finbar cooks, everybody here gets an extra D8
Ooh.
for hit dice.
You guys attend to your wounds. Finbar, cooking imbued with a little bit of magic, you're able to bolster some spirits, make everyone feel a little better. As far as injuries recently sustained, Finbar, you got hit pretty bad in the shoulder by the Fomorian. You rest up and patch up a little bit, take a meal. You can move your shoulder around, but you kind of feel this click in it. So you rotate it. That's something's not quite back in place. That might never be in the right spot again.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Also a note, I don't think I've brought it up before, Kyana,
Yes.
After your fight in Akron, which is actually not too long ago still, your wound has closed from the big abdominal slash that the gif that took you down hit you with. It is, though, like, scarring over. It's going to leave probably a permanent mark.
Hey, sweet.
Well, as long as
Do
you're
you say
happy
that out
about
loud?
it.
Because
Yeah, of
Virla's
course I
gonna
say that out loud.
Virla's gonna give you a look.
Kyana's checking out just, a big scar across her abs.
Whoa, rad.
Oh, nice.
Virla's so
Yeah, right?
tired. He's not even gonna put up any charade of not being able to eat. He's gonna pop open his faceplate and start eating whatever
Just-
Finbar is serving.
Finbar is like too tired bandaging up his arm. He's got a couple poultices going on. Some bandages. He's just completely out of his periphery. He missed it.
I could like heat up some rocks for you. You could do like a hot massage situation that looks like you got hit pretty bad.
I'll be fine. It's not the first time with a
Daniel, like,
one
try
of
and
the big ugly giants.
nudge some rocks closer to the edge of the fire with her foot anyway, and just be like, hey, if you want him.
You see him stop for a little hot second. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Dan.
Yeah.
Aw.
Puts it on some of the sore spots.
Fire can be healing,
Jeez.
too.
Wally, make a perception check after that little interaction.
Perception check. I will roll it in.
What I do?
Oh, thank God, it's busted.
That's a natural 20.
What?
Yeah.
You notice there's this nice little moment of camaraderie. Dani comes over and connects, uses some of her power to help you feel better. You notice that the little patch of like red briar that's closest to you shrinks back down and starts to retreat a little bit as this moment
Aw.
of connection. The land is responding accordingly to erase some of the conflict, the
Are you
violence
telling
that's
me
going on here.
Power of
That
friendship,
we're healing
baby.
the land with the power of friendship.
Yeah.
It's the strongest
That
power
is
up
exactly
we
what I'm
have.
telling you.
The strongest force there is.
Nothing can defeat it.
Natural 20. Ooh.
A natural 1 and then a natural 20. Truly the dice gods giveth and the dice gods taketh away.
We love our
off to a
averages
roaring
here.
Start.
You have an hour if there's anything you'd like to avail. If not,
No.
You know, it occurs to me that Agden's scarf is probably loot, and he's just like down there somewhere. So like, if we wanted, you could probably grab that. I'm just saying, like,
I do
if we
like
really don't wanna leave
scarves.
it here. Ooh.
Give the robot another scarf. If
Yeah,
anyone, Danny's feeling pretty good, all things considered. I think I got hit in the last fight, but I got short rest and all. If anyone needs any assistance looking for anything or just in general, Dani is ready to go.
From what I remember, Agden kind of. Yeah.
you launched him off the stump. After the short rest concludes, you want to go look for that, you can.
Yeah, I'll join Dani on that.
Okay, yeah. So you guys avail yourself of the short rest, and then make your way down. Investigation or perception check. The
Investigation.
constant
Big.
struggle of the DM. Is it just looking for something, or is it trying to sleuth out the exact location using where you know it would have fallen? I'll allow either or, if whoever wants to help the check.
I would like to make
Yeah.
an investigation check.
I also would like
Okay.
to make an investigation check. Let's Sherlock this out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll help Virla so that he has advantage on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that first one was an 11, so
Oh,
a little better than
very-
average. And then the next one
I
was a
should
natural
say-
1. So,
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So 11.
so advantage gives me an 18.
Nice. That's better.
An 18? Yeah, that's sufficient. You find the suspended in a branch,
Oof.
the dead body of Agden. Like, he's stuck in a branch, kind of prone.
It's a rabbit stuck in a trap, guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of grisly.
Finbar's going to. Can he gently take the body out
Yeah.
from the branch?
Totally.
Normal.
Thorns are starting to like
Virulent
grow
with
on the
it.
branch around the body, but you're able to get it down.
Okay. And I
whimsical
lay his
convention
body
this
down
is.
and I gently hand the scarf over to Virla.
I have a scarf now.
It's really long.
Just keep wrapping it around him.
That kind of is already what Virla does with his. It's not even like a scarf. It's just like just poorly sewn together like strips of cloth that he fashions into the scarf and is just hidden away because it's all bundled up. So it's not too far off from what Virla has.
Oh, wardrobe upgrade.
Does it do anything? Would I have to attune to it?
Normal magic item rules apply.
Okay.
You're gonna need an hour with it, or you're gonna need an identify.
I'll use my last first level spell to cast Identify.
Agden's scarf is essentially functions as boots of speed.
Ooh.
Ooh!
But it is a scarf. So if you want to add boots of speed to your inventory, you can attune to them.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
You are gonna
I
be
have a
zippy.
Did he say
Oh,
he
you-
got that scarf from like a thing he made a deal with or something? Like, I don't know, like contracts or who knows? But if you wearing
angered
that's not
a
gonna
god?
make him like you did
No.
be in service or
Did he-
something.
An
Did he get the
identify would
scarf?
let him know if there was any curse on it.
Gotcha.
The
Ah.
hag cursed Agden and the scarf, but yeah, in his story he had mentioned I believe he had mentioned pissing off a hag, and then making another deal, if I remember correctly, to get himself off the hook. In the literal
Right.
sense, he was stuck to a tree by the scarf.
Gotcha.
So it was the thing, he had to give part of his like a tithing of all of his scores to this other being, and yeah, the first person had cursed him to never be able to take it off. But now that he's dead, that curse is broken, and it was bound to him, not to anyone else.
Gotcha.
Huh. I don't know if I knew that part.
He mentioned it in the story that he might not have said it was bound to him, but he had mentioned the curse. And in any case, he's dead now.
I remember that curse of binding
yeah.
or whatever.
Fun. This guy got into a lot of trouble when he was alive.
Yeah, to be fair, so do we,
Yes.
so.
But we are not foolish enough to make any deals with anyone in the Feywild.
I don't know, we made a deal with Otto. I feel like that's pretty foolish in general, but
Wait, is making deals bad here? I'm just curious. I didn't make any deals. I just wanted to know.
I like
They
to
are-
insight check Kyana to see if she did in fact make any deals, because there was exactly enough time where we were not together.
This is true. Oh.
Did you make any deals?
That's a natural
No.
one.
Oh, god damn it!
Is
Oh,
Kyana
she's got something to
lying?
hide.
We all take a step
God.
back from Kyana.
Danny!
You didn't make any deals. Did you make any deals?
You gotta get new dice. You gotta
I know. I'm putting that. It was the same set that rolled badly both times. Is getting put in dice jail for the rest of the
Oh, no.
next session.
So now Danny's convinced I made some, like, deal with the devil while I was alone.
I'll just like kind of
long
walk
as-
up behind Kyana, put a hand on her shoulder, and like lower my voice a little bit. You know, if you did make any deals and you need help getting out, we'll fix this. It's okay, buddy. Like pat on the shoulder. They're walking.
Thank you.
As long
Well,
as
it
it
would've
ain't no
been-
hag, we can handle it.
Yes, it would have been Agden that she had made the deal with. And since one of the parties in the deal is dead, then I don't know how Feywild rules work.
I mean,
Is the deal
did give me
considered
soup, though.
moot? Or
Soup? You get house's soup. It was not better than mine though.
It wasn't great. No.
Okay. That's what I-
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Just carrot soup.
Yeah.
All right. Would you guys like to make your way back to the
Yes.
village?
I would
Yeah,
like to
excellent.
not fall into any pit traps, please. So I think I'm gonna let Danny go first.
I am not looking. I'm not looking at all to see if there are any pit traps. I'm just sort of hoping that my passive perception of 9 will keep me safe from any of
No,
them.
no. As
no.
Danny starts to take a step forward, Finbar
Danny
kind of
starts
holds his
heading
hand
in
out.
the completely wrong direction in the woods.
Danny,
Yeah,
What?
Danny, what's your survival?
it's the other way.
My survival? My survival is -1.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
A passive survival of 9. Yeah, starts heading in the wrong direction.
What? It's that way, right?
Boys, Olympus would be that way.
No. Danny, it's the other way.
Are you sure? I swear we passed that tree stump on the way here. Whatever. Danny will fall in line with the group.
Okay.
that's
We
great.
got all our things. Quick roll call. Danny.
Ah, and she's like 5 feet in the other direction.
Danny, no, this way. It's not. That's the same tree as last time you were pointing at.
Are
It's-
you
it's okay.
sure?
It's okay.
They
Yes,
Oh, right,
Danny.
and
It's okay.
I did at some point drop all my weapons, so I assume I picked those back up.
Yes.
Yeah, all 50 knives. Slowly put back where they belong.
Imagine I was that cruel a DM.
Robot, Varel, you good? You got your book?
Yes, I have. Yes. Hello.
All the stuff? I like the
Yes.
scarf. It looks nice on you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It is blue like the rest of my accoutrement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the color really flatters your eyes.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
Blue's a fit color. Yeah. And Kyana, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
You're not too banged up?
I'm good.
That's gonna be a nice scarf.
Thanks.
All right.
I'm really excited. It's got like perfect diagonal. Really adds
Again,
fashionable
Virulent just
asymmetry.
kind of slowly turns and gives her a look. Like, why? Why?
Yeah, Finbar already has some small nicks and scars all over his face, but now you see him slightly bandaged on the one arm, and he turns towards the direction of Runekiln and takes a step into the woods.
Let's go.
You guys follow. The forest is lively and vibrant where you step. Phosphorescent little glows appear as you place pressure on the various mosses and lichens that line the forest floor. Every now and again you see what to you or I would appear to be like some like prehistoric like kind of crustacean thing. Finbar, they're called fairy shrimp. They're like, I would say like maybe like a foot and a half long, and they just kind of fly through the air. They have like tons of little like
Can
wing
we
things,
please
and
do
they
a
just
shrimp
kinda-
boil tonight?
They're red, but they kind of glow in the dark.
Oh, we're eating
And they just
gumbo
kinda, like,
tonight.
Oh yeah, baby.
They like swim. They fly through the air, but it looks like them swimming through the air at about like the understory level. So maybe right about your headline height.
I love this dimension so much.
It's full of whimsy and lots of things that can kill you. Fortunately, you do not encounter any of those. After about an hour trek through the dark, Finbar, with your high survival and knowing the path, having made this trek several times already, you arrive back at Runekiln. The place is busy. There are people all over the place. You can see preparations are still being made. There are people digging. There are people laying out spiny, basically like the briars you were seeing, but briars. They're like kind of gathering them up on watch, sitting on just like just like a big acorn basically that she's using as a stool. Love is sitting out front, and she's kind of like half slumped, one arrow lazily knocked, but clearly like tired and anxious and isn't keeping her mind on it. She's instead scanning the forest, sees you, and stands up immediately. You're back! And then gives a sharp whistle out to the rest of them. She goes, "Hey everybody, Finbar's back!" And
Hey.
everybody puts down what they're doing and all comes to the front, clearly all concerned. Lots of open arms. Like, Finbar, what happened? Oh, boy, you look worse for wear. How's it go? Tell us what happened out there. You get everyone back all right? What happened?
Yeah.
Did you get to go back?
All right, y'all, settle down. The little one's fine. Everybody's here. He winces a little bit. Everyone's here in one piece.
I unfurl the scarf to kind of show them. I don't know if Agden actually came to meet them,
And
but if
yeah, and
They'd
like I
seen
said,
Acton before,
I keep
so yeah.
great company, and we got him. We got the
Ladies and
slick
gentlemen,
little-
Love
Slit little
blocks
hopper.
that you hold up the scarf. I mean, a lot of people do, but Love steps forward. She says, "Did you handle it already?
Not
Or
Not-
no way you're
not
that
me.
persuasive a talker to get
We
that
did
scarf
not-
off of Acton."
we did not intend to, but we did.
now. I know y'all were working so hard on these traps.
Yeah, they look great. I'm so proud of all of you.
You see, what was his name? He was the
Yes.
I think it was Killian. Killian was like the really like amped up teenage Firbolg. He sticks his head out. The pit's maybe like 5 feet deep now, which means that I would say more like 6 feet, which means his head's just like crusting the surface because Firbolgs
Wow.
are so tall.
But
Sticks his head out. He's like, "What's going on? We still working on these?" He's covered in dirt.
We took care of it. Yeah, you're doing great though, buddy. Like aesthetically, I think this is a good choice for you guys. So if you want to just keep digging, go nuts.
I'm
Oh,
sure
hell yeah,
Dani
keep
would be
going.
happy to help you test that.
Love says, "Can't believe you got all the action. Sorry I couldn't be there to help. If I'd known it was going to be a knockdown, drag-out brawl, I would have come with y'all."
Calls were made. The hunt changes as things develop, and we saw an opportunity, we took it, and these.
Sell an opportunity.
It wasn't our best plan, but it was a plan. Sort of.
Well,
Finbar,
that's a
do you
story
have-
we're gonna have to hear.
I do not remember. Finbar,
I'm
were
sure
you
y'all got-
invisible?
What?
How did you enter the fight in the first place?
Neat little trick I picked up. A lot of I learned from a lot of the critters in and around here, and
He was a spider. It was really cool, actually.
Forrest.
I did not see you, and then you were there.
Yeah, Forrest has blessed me with the ability to every once in a while become one of them critters. So
That is
and I was
very
a spider.
impressive.
A small dancing spider.
But
How-
it was
how's
with that
my
action that...
It was really good. I wish I could have appreciated it more. I was too confused at the beginning.
Balrin and Saoirse come forward. Well, I know that we're all famished here. Y'all must be starving after what just happened. Please, come on. We'll have a celebration. You guys have done more than we could have hoped for. We'll have a celebration. We'll get some food going. We'll get some music and dancing going. Please, come. Have a seat, everyone. Put your feet up.
All right,
Allow us to
everybody
help you
watch some traps. If they're anything like Dani's traps, we gotta be a little careful in and around here.
They're exactly like my traps because you guys are killing it. And I'm just sort of like yelling at any of the young Firbolgs
All-
that had posseed up last time.
You see a big clod of dirt comes flying out of the hole and goes, "Hell yeah!"
He gets it.
Virla
Also,
will help
I don't know if you
dismantle
mind,
the
but-
traps.
Yeah, they saw some of them shrimp out there. I think they might want to try that.
Oh, you mean the fair shrimp? Yeah, we got that. We can put that up for you.
Yeah.
Fair shrimp it is. Immediately, the huge amount of bustle that's going on continues at full swing, but switches gears from this preparation into people cleaning up and people getting a full party celebration ready. Tons of people. There is a huge outdoor space that is basically like a giant kitchen and eating hall. Balrin is attending to the main food that's going on there. Other people go off to, there's a place where they handle baked goods, handle stuff over there. A lot of people are putting dirt back in holes and taking wooden spikes out of the way.
We're Yub Nubbing this, boys.
Yeah, we're Yub Nubbing it. It's the Yub Nub episode.
It's the Yub Nub episode.
No. No.
Fantastic.
That's not my Yub Nub.
Yeah, Finbar, are you going to put your feet up or are you going to join in the kitchen? I know.
I'm joining the kitchen.
I figured
Anyways,
as much.
like I was saying, shrimp is the fruit of the sea. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, bake it,
Put it
saute
in a
it.
stew. Mash it.
I'll whip
stop
up.
it.
I'll whip up something nice for y'all.
Yay.
Fantastic.
So
I
yeah.
could never.
Balrin doesn't even try to push you out. He knows better at this point.
Yeah, you see, he like drops his pack. All of a sudden, the weird pain in his shoulder seems to disappear. He's in full chef mode. He pulls out an apron. He just heads right in there. A flurry of pixies following him.
People kind of start pulling you around. The kids who were working on the trap before try to enlist Dani to like help dismantle it.
Absolutely not. We're making this better. They enlist Dani to dismantling it, and as soon as they're like, we want to take it apart, Dani's like, hold up, I think we can just make some tweaks to improve this a little bit, and starts like trying to like polish up the trap a little bit.
It's a big hole, but
And
I'm sure you
in
have
like
some
really public
nonsense you can-
disruptive areas, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
help like quietly dismantle while Dani's not looking.
Can I push Dani into the pit, thereby setting off the trap?
Contested athletics checks.
Oh
please.
baby, let's go.
Yes.
What's your Sophia? What's Dani's athletic?
+1.
Oh, +4, baby. Virla's actually kind
Oh
of strong.
no!
Oh,
You have athletics?
Oh no!
What'd you get?
3.
Oh, I got a 6.
It
It's
is.
just like a pratfall.
It is
Yeah.
so sad. It's so weak on both parts, and
Yeah.
Dani still can't resist. Virla, you walk up and just plant your feet and just give a little shove, and Dani immediately eats shit, falls into the trap. Boom, you land on your back like 6 feet down. Not falling far enough to really take any damage, but Killian is down there and just, like fully jumps back and like, oh shit, sorry, did I do that?
Your
I
bit
think-
is working great, kid.
I think it
Oh,
works.
awesome. All right. He starts shoveling right next to your head.
Dani just will lay there for a minute and count. Like, if I see the top of, like, Virla's head at the top of the pit looking down, is like 2 fingers in front of the eyes, 2 fingers pointing at him. I'm watching you.
I'll offer her a hand.
Virla.
Yeah, climb out.
You pull her out. Virla, you turn around. Standing immediately behind you, you didn't notice because you sneak up on Dani. Standing immediately behind you is a Firbolg child, maybe like 3 feet tall. Hard to kind of guess age, but they're a little Firbolg child, long red hair, ears hanging down. They're currently holding a cat under its forearm. It's a black cat with 6 legs.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
Coming out of its back. Kitten, really. It's big, but it clearly has like kitten proportions. They've got it under the first 2 arms, and it's sliding down, and it looks so unhappy. You see they're holding this. They look up at you, and without waiting to be prompted or anything, they just say, "Do you know why there's so many trees?"
Okay. First question: does Virla actually know anything about the Feywild, and would he possibly know why there would be so many trees?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Sure. That's a natural 20.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Natural 20. The Feywild is the positive mirror to the prime material plane. So physics here operate very much the same as they do in the mundane world, but energy and life here, emotion is cranked up to 11. That's positive and negative, but it also means that life is abound here. There's so much energy. Trees grow fast, die fast, decompose fast, are reborn fast. There's just an abundance here. Not everywhere is forests, but it's very easy for vibrant forests like this to appear in the Feywild as a result.
Okay. I wouldn't, I guess I would kneel down. Virla's tall-ish. To meet the Firbolg roughly at eye level, I'll go and, scritch the... Is it a cat? This cat?
Looks like a cat. It's a displaced beast. But it's
My understanding of cats is that is a cat.
Alright, fair enough. And I will say, from what I understand, the Feywild is a miasma of emotions, all of which are experienced more intensely than in other places. So celebrations are more jubilant, sadnesses are more tragic. Everyone feels it, you and the rest of your village, as well as the very land itself. It expresses its emotions through the plants and foliage it produces. That is why there are so many trees.
You give that little speech. The child looks down at the cat in its arms, looks back up at you. You're right at head level, so it looks you square in the eyes, directly across from you, and goes, no, it's because we're in the woods.
Got him.
Turns and walks away.
I kind of give... I give a look, just, it's like, I guess you're right. And I just kind of give a nod and say, I suppose you are right.
Child's already gone.
I got a natural 20, it can save me from
playing
that
with the cat now.
No natural 20 can save you from children.
Yeah.
Dani, some of the teenage kind of aged ones are working on the pit still, and they're trying to set up the rope trigger for trying to set up, I should say, the platform that if you step on it, you then fall in. I don't know if you want to assist with that or if you've decided to give up on the dream of, okay, you go and start helping with that. Finbar, you're working hard in the kitchen. Kyana, what are you up to?
I'm trying to dismantle the traps that Dani's not looking at the time.
Yeah.
I just feel like giant pits in the middle of living spaces never go well.
You have obviously not explored every nook and cranny of the ship, then.
Oh, God. Well, is it just pits, or were there other, tripwire...
I believe I
you mentioned something about
suggested some sort of, floor full of marbles situation. I tried to inspire more so than give specific examples.
I see.
She mentioned some sort of weird play where...
Yeah, Home Alone.
Yeah.
They used to do that all the time in the city of Brass. Street performers would do acts from it periodically. It's a good one. It's a very limited cast, 3 people, and you can really pull off a lot of stuff. So it's popular with smaller troops.
I like the idea of our analog of a Christmas movie being done in the city of Brass.
It's fascinating.
Kyana, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Insight? My. All right. We'll give it a shot. An insight check. Cool. I rolled a 10, so I got a 17.
Jesus.
A 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. You are sort of like walking around helping with lots of different little tasks that are going on, not trying to insert yourself too much, just be useful where you can. And you spy Adelaide, or Love, is still sitting on that like big acorn. She went back to sit there afterwards. With a 17 insight, looking it up and down, you recognize the emotion that's going on right there. Body language, you've seen it countless times growing up now. It's the body language of someone surrounded by people who feels alone.
Ah. Okay. Then let's sidle on over and keep him company.
You approach Adelaide sitting on her sort of pseudo watch bench, this huge acorn that she's sort of dug in the ground as just a place to sit down and overlook the forest, her back to the celebration that's at hand. She sees you approaching, turns her head, kind of gives a little praise, smile, a little nod. What brings you away from the party?
Oh, you know, they're all kind of new to me. Little loud, little overwhelming.
I take it you don't come from a big family?
Kind of depends on your definition, I guess, but not like this, at least.
Not a lively one.
No, you could say that.
It takes a lot to get used to. Sometimes you just need a little time away from it, I understand.
Yeah, is that why you're out here?
Well, you know, those brigands aren't the only problem in the forest. Somebody's got to keep watch. That's my job. I'm the hunter.
So, it's just you. There's no one else who can, like, tag in, let you go party, get some meat?
Not the way it usually works. Hunter is a sort of... I know for you it's probably just a word, but here it's a title. I'm the hunter. And there's one at a time. Finbar was actually the one before me. Rather good one, too, before he got lost.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know if he's told you about that. I shouldn't speak for him.
I think I knew that I knew he was from here, and I knew he ended up in the Planescape somehow. And it seems like everyone gets lost before they end up there, except for Dani. Dani's fine. But...
World's full of lost people.
Yeah, seems like it. Well, if you don't mind the company, I can, I've got my requisite party beverage, so I can just hang out here, help you keep watch. 2 sets of eyes?
She seems to consider for a moment, then gives an acquiescent nod, scoots over a little bit to give him space on the giant acorn.
Cool.
Seem to have found your way to a pretty good spot, though, after getting lost. If you don't mind me saying.
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely. This is really wonderful. I didn't know the universe was this big and bright, but I love it.
It's beautiful out there. She looks up and you see the huge purple-blue sky with all those stars twinkling in and out. It is reminiscent of the Sea of Stars, but something about the Sea of Stars is very tranquil, very relaxing, even when there's the sort of aurora borealis lights or these colored clouds, the colored pools sort of floating. There's something about it that's very empty and very serene. This sky, even though it's a sky, it's silent. It's like the stars are dancing, almost.
Wow.
There's an energy to it that you've never, maybe Kyana's never really seen anywhere before.
No, definitely not. I would say that's an accurate assessment. The Lisa Frank dimension is pretty new to me.
She goes, so you gotta tell me about the dust up. How'd it go down? There were dozens of them. Finbar is a good hunter, maybe the best. That's why I went to get his help. And I'm sorry I couldn't be of assistance there myself, but
No.
you seem to have handled it all right.
Yeah, it was a little tough, but I was kind of hoping maybe we'd be able to come to some kind of understanding, but it was pretty clear that they were just nasty. They were just really mean. It was like they were just waiting for an excuse to just go nuts and start swinging. So we, Finbar actually coordinated it. He snuck in as like a little spider and sort of timed the surprise attack, which was, mean, very tactical. It's really refreshing working with a team of people who really know what they're doing, you know?
She gives a look as if to say, as if you said the exact thing that she was expecting, that when you complimented Finbar there. That's our boy. So, big hit when we lost him. I'm happy he comes back to visit, but he seems to have found a spot pretty comfortable with all of you, so.
Well, you know, I think you never really leave your family, even when you leave. You know?
Maybe. I wouldn't know. I've never left.
I wouldn't know. I don't really have a family. But, you know, from what I've heard.
From what I see, and she turns back to the party, you're welcome back here anytime. So.
Aw, well that is incredibly sweet.
You gonna finish that drink?
Sure. But maybe just a little bit.
Chug.
Don't forget the hot sauce.
I'm not chugging the whole thing, but I don't know what the principle of drink sharing is as much as a communal
pass
thing
it back
for me.
and forth. There's no pandemic
let's do
there.
it.
It's all good.
Oh, fantasy, escapism.
He said the quiet thing out loud.
I'm just gonna party on this giant acorn.
She continues to needle you a little bit for details on the nature, like how the fight went down. She's interested.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, I'm happy to explain the cool bits and be like, and we didn't burn down the forest. We made sure that didn't happen. It was great and very responsible of everybody.
Thank you very much for that. I don't think you would be invited back if you'd burned down the forest. Not to.
Yeah, I didn't really
put
like
a fine
that
point on it.
concept. To mention this important with trees didn't seem like a good idea to let the fire just kind of keep going. So. But it's good. Fire's not a problem, because we solved it.
Well, the whole world isn't trees, but our little slice of paradise here is, so we thank you for that.
Of course.
The party continues on. Dani, you are currently with those hooligan, whatever you want to call them. The
youths.
The youths.
The young and
Virla helping to dismantle some of the traps.
Dismantle in
Finbar,
big old air quotes.
Firbolg on a
Dinner's coming along.
skateboard, oversized 90s t-shirt.
How do you do, fellow
Sunglasses.
teens?
No.
So here's a question, actually. How old do you envision Dani being, keeping in mind that Genasi are slightly longer lived than humans, but like not by that much?
Yeah, I think Dani's probably around like 21-ish years old, 20 or so, if you were to use human years as the corollary. She's pretty young. She's doesn't have a lot of lived experience in terms of lifespan.
Understood. So you guys go on. Finbar, you're preparing the fairy shrimp. Go ahead, do what you do. Make a culinary tools check. Wisdom plus proficiency bonus. You're proficient in it.
Oh, this is so
What's
exciting.
this?
Here we go.
The chef has chef skills.
What?
Yes. It's natural 17.
Oh.
Plus whiz, total of 21. And proficiency 24.
Not only have you found your groove, everyone here knows your groove and is here to help you out, lift you up where you need it, take over where you don't need to be. Sometimes when you're cooking for just the crew, you have to take care of like all of the steps, right? All the preparation, everything. People are handling all sorts of different things. So in this case, you can really focus on the important parts. And what kind of form do you think that here in Hunkun they would prepare these fairy shrimp? Keep in mind that they're like yay big, like a small dog big. I don't know if I made that clear. They're like
they're pretty massive.
They just kind of look like, I mean, this is a nerdy ecology nerd reference, but they look like Anomalocaris, the way they kind of swim in the air.
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice.
I thought you were mispronouncing Kamalaris for a second. You just kept going. I'm sorry. You just need like a really big wok to throw them in, you know? The world's largest.
There is a big fire with a big pot.
Breath of the Wild taught me that you just pitch it into the wok and
actually,
then it
it's a
bounces
giant
around.
pan. Finbar's searing
right?
the shrimp. He has this massive plate, cast iron on this like 3-foot wide fire, and the shrimp are hopping up and down with the heat, oil splashing everywhere. Most people are keeping their distance, but Finbar is just sitting there, wiping his brow carefully to make sure it doesn't get anywhere else. Pixies are coming in and out, dropping in ingredients, taking a little taste. Once any given shrimp is ready, it's taken out, placed on a plate, moved down the line. People are dressing them up. Meanwhile, there's like 2 or 3 smaller fires going on with vegetarian options for those adverse to eating the critters of the Feywild. And then there's a bartender pulling out the special wine that we got going on.
Yeah,
Sounds
we'd love to hear it.
dangerous.
I'm picturing, in Ratatouille when all the rats have to cook in the restaurant and Remy washes his hands with a little water droplet, so I imagine the fairies all go and take one little dewdrop to wash their hands and then get involved with the spices.
My brain is now envisioning a little pixie Gordon Ramsay just flitting around. Incomprehensible pixie speak, but in a very angry tone.
So you named
That's
all
Old
your.
Bay. That's who Old Bay is.
Old Bay.
That's all
Old Bay, yeah, that's Old Bay, yes.
That's Old Bay.
Inspiration Noir.
Yay!
So you named all your pixies after spices, right?
Yes.
Do they each only provide the spice that they're named after, or do they transport any spice that is needed?
They typically just do whatever. They're not really specific to any given spice, but they have their own specialties. Is the thing. So
I love this.
but yeah, salt and pepper. Well, she doesn't like to be called salt. She likes to be called Nacy. Tend to deal with more fast food type thing, so their fries killer. Even wet, cold, soggy, doesn't matter. The fries are made to be consumed literally whenever. Burgers, all
They're
that.
pretty good at rapping too.
Yes. Oregano or organo is pasta king. Any kind of pasta, makes it himself. Whenever he gets the chance, I have to make sure I get flour and eggs.
He's doing that Sunday gravy. He's got the pot going.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Minus inspiration for calling
No.
it gravy.
I'm being bullied.
Random negative D6 at the DM's
Yes.
discretion.
How many people know that people call gravy sauce?
Thank you, Noir,
Oof.
for putting the words in that order and not in the reverse.
Or,
Gravy's a type of sauce, then, right? It's right.
You make gravy is just
She's referring to pasta sauce. She's referring to
I'm
a
referring to gravy.
red sauce you'd put on a pasta is gravy.
you make macaroni. You put the gravy on
that's
it.
all kinds of wrong.
Don't call mac.
Yeah, everyone knows cheese cream sauce, better
Okay.
known as gravy.
Well, now that we've annoyed Austin to untenable levels, shall we resume talking about the pixies?
Dinner's ready! Dinner's ready. There are huge tables here, long ones. Think End of the Grinch style, where they're all sitting down
boy.
for to carve the roast beast. Everyone's it's very lively though. Wine corks are being popped. The celebration had not just at the defeat of these enemies that pose this sort of threat to the safety and to the happiness of the people of Hunkion, but also celebration at new friends and the return of an old one. Happy to have you back, Finbar. Saoirse and Balrin invite you to sit as honored guests by them because they're sort of they're the oldest here, so they kind of have a authority by default. Shrimp is passed around. There's big wooden bowls filled with all these different greens, fresh baked loaves of bread, all kinds of different things that you could be wanting. Wine is poured for all of you if you would like it.
Hell yeah.
Why not?
I
you
will
go.
try some.
Fantastic. And yeah, you guys eat with a, what'd you roll, a 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Cool.
Melt in your mouth. I don't really like shrimp, so I can't describe what great shrimp taste would be like. But
Well, they don't melt in your mouth,
beautiful.
but other than
Well,
that,
then
They're
something
that's how
else
good
that's
they are.
appropriate for shrimp. You
They're
know
so
what?
good they
They're
defy
shrimp melt in your
physics.
mouth.
We're just
DM
like revealing
Explosion
everyone's
of flavor.
questionable food habits on this episode.
It's the Feywild. Anything can happen.
Hey,
The
anything can
shrimp melt in
happen.
your mouth. It doesn't
Face shrimp
matter.
actually made from toffee.
Yeah.
It's Willy Wonka rules, baby. When they
as you guys eat
offer
and
for
partake. Yeah, go for it.
when they offer us to go sit with them at the seat of honor, Dani is already instinctively sitting down at the kids' table, and then like gets up and goes scoots up.
Sorry, these kids are also
They're-
like they're teenagers. They're
Hey,
Well,
there's
they're
a
all tall or
time-honored
taller than you
tradition
because they're
of
yeah.
Yeah.
So you sit down. It just looks like a regular table. They're like, that's the kids' table. No wine there.
all right.
Danny's head just peeking over the top of the table like a certain cat in a meme format.
Oh, I want that fan art on my desk by Monday.
I'll add it to the list.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Danny barely peeking over table. Got it.
You guys sit down. As you eat, some music is played, and the lights that are overhead seem to dance with the music. The energy of the room, much like the violence that you experienced not long ago, was marring the land where it happened. The camaraderie here, this sense of everyone enjoying a moment in time. The greenery seems even more vibrant. The sort of will-o-wisp lights that dance by seem to have a bouncy energy to them. You guys eat. There's plenty for everyone. As you're going, Saoirse takes a bite of this like cornbread, puts it down, and says, "So, you only just arrived. We're curious. Tell us." She turns first to she knows Finbar, so I guess she would first turn to like Dani.
Ugh.
Say, tell us your story, please.
Well, my name is Dani. I'm from the city of Brass. I have a cat. His name is Plug, but we left him behind because we needed someone to watch the ship. I used to work at the Heap. I do mechanics, and now I do mechanics on the Spelljammer.
You see Saoirse and Balrin sort of exchange like bemused looks. And Saoirse turns back to you. She goes, No. I didn't ask you to tell me your biography. Tell me your story. Tell me when you... She turns to Finbar because she's clearly like at a loss for words. But her intention is... I don't know if Finbar is picking up on this, but he lived here, so he would be. Her intention is she wants you to tell a story about yourself that is relevant and important to you. She's asking, literally when she says your story, what story do you mythologize yourself in, so to speak? What was the story about you? So she turns to Finbar. I don't know if Dani picks up on that with her insight,
even a
but
little bit.
Finbar, you definitely understand what
I would like
Saoirse
to
is
remind the
implying.
audience that Dani's wisdom is a big fat 9, baby.
Oh, Lord.
God.
So I don't know, Finbar, if you want to fill her in.
Danny, they know those tiny little details. Like we've been about that. Like they want to know about you, what you going through, where you at, what's the dream. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm mostly going through the planescape, but stories about that. Okay.
Why all that tinkering? Like what got you started with all that?
Well, I didn't have a lot of stuff. I grew up on the streets of the city of Brass on my own, so I had to keep whatever I had working, you know. And if you know how to fix things, then you can keep all your stuff working. First thing I built for myself, though, was actually Plug. That's why he's my best buddy. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. Ah.
Yeah, we've been
I think the
together
wine's
for
getting
years.
to Kyana just a smidge.
Kiana's like the aunt at every family gathering, like a few glasses too deep, just
The emotions are a little closer to the surface than usual.
Yeah, you know, it was right after I started working at Otto's, because I used to just kind of hang around there. They couldn't get rid of me, because it's hard to get rid of me. And they had a lot of scrap parts laying around, and I started tinkering around. The next thing you know, I put together Plug, and we've been together ever since. I don't know if there's much of a story there so much.
Oh, that was a great story.
Oh, okay.
Story of
Say
finding
so.
a friend? No, there's nothing more beautiful than finding a connection with another soul, even if it's one you built.
Making friends.
Making friends, quite literally, thank you.
Balrin thought that was really funny. He's like a dad. He lets out a big laugh.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Next, they turn to Kyana.
Oh.
Please tell us about yourself.
Oh man, what's to tell?
It's a hard question, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, all the most interesting stuff in my life happened in the last, week, so,
If it's the most interesting thing that happened to you, it's worth retelling. Doesn't matter if it happened yesterday or...
Last time on
no.
Rolling with Difficulty.
Tell him about that dragon.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, the dragon, well,
Dragon, now that's gotta be a good story.
Well, it was kind of sad and emotionally fraught at the time, but it's cool in hindsight. We sort of took it wasn't a wrong turn, but it ended up a lot worse than we thought it would. We were getting chased by these pirates in the Astral Sea, and we booked it out of this portal into, it was the plane of eternal torment or something? War?
War.
It was bad. It was a bad place. It wasn't
Lot
cool.
The place with
The
the
endless
fuse.
battlefield of Acheron.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. We didn't really manage to outrun them. We were doing, good. We were trying, but it was really complicated and there was a lot of stuff happening. But the pirates, they were catching up and they had this dragon. That's the part of the story that's interesting. They had this dragon, and I think it was kind of big, but I think they get bigger, so it might not have been super big. We just met this cool guy and he was teaching me about monk stuff, and he thought he owed us, and he tried to sacrifice himself to stop the dragon, and I really, really didn't want that to happen. So I jumped off the ship and I punched the dragon really hard, and then we grabbed the guy and got out of there. And it was good. It was good. He's fine. We sent him home and everything's cool. This wine's really good. What's in it?
Feeling like you're someone who's dead, a powerful thing, but telling someone that they don't, even stronger. That's very admirable what you did.
Oh, thank you.
And please, to our it's Virla, right? Tell us about yourself.
Yes.
Tell us your story.
I regret to inform you that I cannot. Not out of a lack of desire, but of a lack of knowledge. I have very few memories of my time before meeting Dani and the rest of the crew. All I really have are... and he sort of reaches into his pouch, and you can see that he has maybe 2 or 3 data spheres that he seems to keep close to him. Scattered, disjointed recollections. And then he sort of picks one in particular. All I know is that before my reawakening at Dani's hands,
Ew.
I would hoard some. For whatever reason, maybe I found it important, or even back then, it held some value to me. And upon re-watching them, this one I like a lot, if you wouldn't mind.
Please.
And so he sort of slots out his current data sphere and sort of plugs that in. You can see that his eyes sort of begin to sort of flicker, almost like you're watching a projector as it's showing a movie, but you can't actually see what's being projected. But Virla seems to be recognizing it, and he sort of recites. This story was told to me some time ago. Again, I do not know the details of when. He was not of the planescape, but the people he told about are beautiful, sun-tanned. They lived on an island paradise, and this is a story from their culture. The gods that they worshipped had their own rich mythology, and this is one of them. It was a contest. Essentially, the leader of this pantheon wanted something to highlight this new island home with. And so he tasked some of these gods to create something using their own special set of skills. 3 stepped forward: Desirer, the Deceiver, the Decayer. The Desirer, who was well versed in enchantment and magics, presented forward a human, and with her magics had made her so alluring and beautiful that no one could resist her, and her beauty was apparent to all. The Deceiver, a master of illusion, had turned the skies, already a peaceful and tranquil blue, into an explosion of colors, oranges and purples, magentas and reds. It was truly a wonderful sight to see. But the Decayer, the one who held power over the transfer between life and death, from the rotting corpse of a nearby field mouse, he sprung forward a simple flower. It resembled that of a black lily, but with streaks of a bioluminescent purple. Its simplicity had moved the leader of this pantheon so much that he had decided that that is what this island would be known for. And so in time, as this man had told me, the flower that marks their culture and these people is known as, is the one that everyone in the continent knows them for. What is useful, or at least what resounded in me, the thing that they valued was not a disguise of the self, or a delusion of how they perceived their environment, but rather transformation, subversion, taking one thing and turning it into something no one else could have ever perceived. Those were the messages that I took from that. That is why I like it. That is my story.
You see everyone else nearby. As you finish telling the story, you realize a hush has fallen over. Everyone was listening in to your story, murmuring in agreements around. Balrin gives a nod, gives a little sniff, looks at you and says, I don't know that any of us ever heard a story like that before. It's rather beautiful. Why?
I wish I could remember the name of the man who had told it to me.
It must be difficult. The stories we tell about ourselves, the things we remember about ourselves, they're important in telling. But, in their own way, the stories we hear from other people that we cling on to, even more telling. I think it's very wise to mythologize change. It's the only constant. I think it's wise to embrace it.
I agree.
Shall we drink to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He just, Virla pops his face wide
Glasses
open, and it's
raised.
just a very startling view.
Like episode 1 C3PO underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, literally that.
I don't know if Finbar wants to share. This is, so they prompted the new people because it's very, they want to get to know them. This is sort of a rite of passage, but it's also very typical for people just to retell stories, especially new ones that they experience, to people they already know. So if Finbar wants to share anything, he is more than welcome to now. If Finbar wants to keep to himself and let everyone else talk, that is also...
Finbar sort of shifts his weight in his chair. He says, I'd like to take the time to apologize for not coming home sooner. See, out there in the stars, I found family, I found adventure, and I found a mentor of sorts. My late friend Cardamon, and the infinite knowledge and wisdom he's given to me was what kept me sort of distracted from returning home, and indeed it was his eventual death, may he rest in peace, that reminded me that home is something very important. With that, it also reminded me of the reason why I can't really stay here. You see, out there, I ran into something fierce, something mighty. He takes the Fomorian gauntlet and places it on the table. Like, I know they're in and around here, and deep in the underground in and around here. But Fomorians don't exist just here in the Feywilds. They're all over the place, see. And indeed, as the rest of my friends know, there's a lot of danger out there. And while Love is doing a great job protecting our family from the threats here, I learned that the threats also exist out there. the Fomorian I fought out there, that was a nasty son of a bitch. It took the strength of me, Cardamon, and Elise to bring him down. And when all was said was done, I fashioned what was left of his arm into something that reminded me to be strong, to be patient, and to protect the ones that I love.
Sergio places a hand on your shoulder and then around to give you a side hug. You're a very brave man, Finbar. You got nothing to apologize for. And for the record, it's possible to have more than one home. We're always happy to have you back here, but we know that you owe your time and your heart to the other one you found.
Finbar sort of smiles, and you guys notice a small tear on the corner of his eyes as he looks over at the rest of the crew. Like, y'all a family. And as they say, they can, if you're ever lost, you can always come back here, and they'll take you in. And I'll do my best to make sure that we all stay together.
There's a quiet beat as a lot of emotions have been had around. You hear
A lot of wine.
Killian.
Just face fully in the
Killian
mud.
over at the kids' table goes, "So we gonna have dessert soon, or
I was actually
All
wondering
right.
just
about
waiting?"
all right, yeah, little Killian. We'll get you something nice. We'll get you something
Fantastic, guys. What good storytelling. As much as you would like to eat, maybe had by all of you. As much as you would like to drink, maybe had by all of you. And feel free to shuffle off for your long rest if you feel ready and prepared and there's nothing else you would like to do.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
At some point, Dani will slowly try and swap Kiana's wine glass for like a water glass.
I won't notice.
Sleight of
at this
hand
point.
check.
Actually, I might notice.
Sleight of hand.
Do I have to
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Kiana, you start to come on the other side of this. You're like, all right, yeah. Like first couple drinks really hit me, but
Yeah.
so far, not. I feel like I'm starting to hold my own here.
It's got to be my stellar constitution.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're killing
Oh.
it, kid.
I love you guys. Cool. Long rests had. The morning comes to a beautiful sunrise with more shades than the human eye or Firbolg, Warforged, Genasi, and eyes can possibly register.
DM, I have dark
Shrimp
vision.
colors.
You see everything in shades of red. Beautiful purples, the blue cresting into the sky as the sun. Somehow even more vibrant than the oppressive, almost on top of you sun from the plane of fire. It's truly dazzling. I don't need to hammer home anymore how good the energy is in this particular part of the Feywild. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we were in the middle of returning from a job. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't mean to be the
Love says,
ruin
I
the
can
fun.
I can bring you back. Shouldn't be more than half a day's walk. I can bring you back
That's probably
to the portal, and you can find yourselves back in Sigil.
Totally forgot that was the thing we had to do. I thought we already did it.
No, we ran off in the middle of a thing. That was itself
Fair
in the
enough.
The
middle of
ship
another
is
thing.
being repaired. It's gonna take a little time to make sure that
Oh,
the
yeah.
robot spheres didn't mess up my. Anyway, yeah, we're not really wasting time. Well, we could be honestly, because who knows how long it'll have been when we get out of the Feywild. That's a whole thing, isn't it?
That is something I was going to say. Is there are some effects going in and out of Feywild can have on you. First of all, time dilations are weird. There's no real way to predict them. The shorter time you spend in here, the less severe it should be. But even so, it's always a possibility. And the other thing is, so not Finbar, but the rest of you are not from the Feywild. So there might be some memory problems you might get upon exiting.
I am
Just
used
so
to
that you're not put off by it.
What kind of memory problems?
It just ranges from nothing happens to you forget everything that happened in the Feywild.
Oh. Okay.
So,
You're gonna be alright. It's fine.
yeah, but if you're ready, we can get going.
Before that, does anyone have any paper? I want to write a couple things down.
I should actually. Yeah.
You would have a ton of paper, yeah.
Perfect.
Does the wizard have paper?
Yeah.
Just wanted to be sure.
I have a crowbar if that helps. We haven't talked about it in
It
a
doesn't,
while.
but I appreciate the sentiment.
Okay.
I'll give you my ink pen as well.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
Kyana write down that she really wants to remember?
Well, to my knowledge, I have no artistic skills, but I want to just do a really rough sketch of how the sunrise looked, and I want to write family under it.
Performance
and
check.
Aw.
Performance check.
Oh, don't make me do this.
Just like
But
Sokka
I'm not
at the
gonna
end
be
of
that
Avatar.
I'm thinking more of
family.
Sokka painting the waterfall. You added a rainbow.
That too.
Aw.
Just Sokka painting. Just
Yeah.
in general.
Sokka. No, you do your best approximation. You've never been trained in art, but you're able to get
Nope.
get the broad gestures down, and yeah, fold it up, place it somewhere Kyana would find safe. The day is yours. The sky is beautiful. You make your way upstream, following Love's lead. Make your way back up. You walk uphill, past over some rocks, and past a small waterfall, back to the softly glowing blue trees, the bioluminescence with the almost like weeping willow style hanging that you'll have to walk through in order to return back to Sigil. Remember, you gotta have your eyes closed for it to work, otherwise you'll just end up on the other side of a tree. I guess, thank you for coming.
Thank you for your
Please
hospitality.
don't be
having
strangers.
It was really nice to meet you.
Well, there's rules about hospitality in the Feywild, You gotta be good to your people who join you. Oh, actually, speaking of which, they asked me to pass this along to you. Hold on one second. She takes off. She has like a backpack basically at all times. Sometimes she's out for like a day or two at a time. So she has this big bag on her back. It's like a woven basket almost with also like coverings and stuff like that. So it's very stiff. But you see, she holds it off, pulls back the fabric, turns to Kyana. Some of the members of the village were very taken with your colorful getup, so they want to provide you something to sort of accent it. She pulls out what looks like a shawl that's like gossamer, gossamer thin. And she says, "You should. I'm told you should take a look at it under starlight."
What? Okay, thank you so much.
It's not a magic item. It's just very cool. She pulls
I'll
out
take
a
it.
small
Another thing for Wally to try.
wrapped parcel, maybe like palm of her hand, which is, remember, she's got a big hand, so she passes it to Dani. She passes it to Dani if you want to open it up.
Yeah, Dani will very ungracefully tear it open.
Yeah, you pull it open. Inside, it looks like what appears to be a dragonfly, but it's made of very thinly woven together vines and lianas, so like the woody parts of a vine.
Ooh.
So it's this kind of woven together. If you give it a little tap on the tail,
Yep.
she taps it and it kind of flutters up. It's basically like a little children's toy, but it's kind of a like a clockwork dragonfly, but made out of wood.
Oh, that's
that's so
so
cool.
Thank you.
She pulls out what appears to be, it's like 3 feet long. It looks, by the coloration, you would assume it has to be 2 pieces of wood because it's a very light color, kind of like cherry colored spiral part of it, and the other part is a very dark, like almost black wood that seems to spiral into this. It kind of looks like a rod or a staff, but like 3 feet long, and it's got this spiral design on it. It's twisting. She hands it to Virla.
Oh, I take it.
You pick it up. It's got good heft. You kind of like, it's like this like staff. She goes, give it a little turn.
Like turn as in twist or like spin?
Like turn it. Like turn it over.
Oh, Virla does. Is it a
you
rain
turn it
stick?
over.
Rain
You hear it goes.
Yes!
It's a rain stick.
Yay!
Yes. Or
Virla doesn't
crash.
react, but he immediately just keeps doing. Just like he is fixated on this.
Full wrist rotation means you never need to stop.
Yeah,
Yes.
Virla
To
just
Finbar.
starts helicoptering it.
Yeah, the joint just spins around and around.
He is fixated on
finally,
this.
for Finbar, she goes, I'm told this should help remind you of home. And she pulls out, it's a little leather pouch. And as you peek inside, it's a collection of spice. Finbar, you obtain a pouch of Dust of Deliciousness.
Ooh, hell
Ooh, tasty.
That's just spice. That's just Dust of
I don't know what
Deliciousness
it
is just
says
spice.
about me, but when you said a pouch of my brain was like, spiders, of course. And then
Spiders, yeah.
yeah.
That reminds me of the Feywild. Yeah.
bugs
That's
of
my new
deliciousness.
homebrew match kind of pouch of spiders. All it does. You open it, spiders crawl out.
Yeah.
It's the
Roll,
Underdark homebrew of the Dust of Deliciousness.
roll 2d20, and you get that many spiders.
That's how many legs come out.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Oh god.
She says, part of hospitality. We want to show our guests they do a service for us. We do one for them as well. Come back soon, all right?
As
Thank
soon
you
as I
so
can.
much.
Before we go to step through the tree, Dani will like lean in a little bit and be like, "You might want to be a little careful if you see any suspicious patches of leaves on the ground behind any buildings, just as a word of warning."
Oh, I thought I patched those.
I added a few last night.
Danny!
Yeah, when she starts drinking, she starts laying traps. So watch out for some of those.
Doesn't know how to react. Fully. There's a moment where she thinks she should be mad, and then she thinks she should let it go as like a funny thing, and then she's just like, "All right, take care then. Come
Oh,
back
thank you for this. Thank you for this
Soon,
intricate dragonfly.
later,
I've given
it's
you
fine."
traps.
I almost hope that Dani ends up with no memory of this so that the next time we come back, she falls into one of her own traps.
Well, get ready. As you guys
boy.
turn, close your eyes,
Yeah.
and wander through, could I get everyone but Finbar, who was born here and is so immune to the fact, could I get everyone to please make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh god.
Oh, wisdom. Hell yeah, Virla and Kyana have good wisdom.
I have to
That
subtract
doesn't
one
save
from
us
this.
necessarily, but
Oh
hold
no!
on. I'll give it a shot.
That's a natural 20.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god, that's also a natural 20.
Um,
What the
Danny.
hell?
Wait, I rolled one for shits and giggles, and I also got a natural 20.
No!
Danny, what'd you roll?
Well,
Danny?
I rolled a 4, but you have to subtract 1 because I haven't.
Okay, so
That's it. The dice
I
gods
have my own
wanted it.
rules.
They could not be
I
more
have my
clear.
own rules for how this works. Ready? In the book, it has a different. I'm using the same save DC, but different.
Yep.
I assume I failed it.
Different rules for the Feywild. Yeah. Oh yeah. So for the Feywild,
The DC
if
too.
typically if you're Fey, you're immune to this. If you're also a native to the plane of fairy, so you were born there, you are also immune to this effect. The DC is 10. On a 10 or
Yeah.
higher, you pretty much remember everything. It's not perfect, so there are like little shades of things that you might forget, but for the most part, you keep all your memories intact. If you fail, so you roll below a 10, your memories are hazy, like you were drunk basically the whole time and kind of browning out. If you fail to save by 5 or more, so if you roll a 4 or lower,
Oh, Danny.
you remember nothing.
Oh my god.
That's poetic.
That is
I'm also-
fantastic. This is so good.
Before you guys emerge, Wally, could I please have you roll 3d6 for me?
3d6,
Oh
no
no!
problem.
Oh, how long we were in there.
Oh god.
Ooh,
Uh,
I rolled pretty high.
oh, it's
16.
100 years later.
Oh come on, man.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's high.
It is possible. So I'm also using the chart, but if you're in the Feywild for like just days or weeks, you would roll a d20, which means you could get the really low end. So 3d6, you're going to get the middle results, right? 3 to 18. If you roll a d20, you can get the 1 to 20. Way down at the bottom is days as minutes, which is
Ooh.
the longer you stay in here, the wider the range can become, right? So all the way at 20 is days becomes years. So that would be that. You'd have to spend some time here for that to be likely at all. So a 16 though is very high, which means the time dilation is going to go towards more time. So
Uh-oh.
As you exit, 2 weeks have passed. To the rest. So it's been 1 day for you. It's been 2 weeks for everyone
Okay,
else.
that could be worse. That could be a lot worse. The ship's probably fixed by now.
It was totally possible for you to roll months, by the way. So.
Oh, good.
Wally, next
It's
time
like-
you roll characters, use those dice. Roll stats.
Those are my stat rolling dice. I always roll decent stats.
3 nat 20s.
It's my
Why
it's
are
my
we in a
d20s that are a problem.
Yeah.
And what is this?
So does Dani remember everything up until we got into the Feywild?
Yeah, she
She's
remembers
like-
walking
she's
into
like-
the Feywild. Danny, from your point of view, it didn't work. Like, you guys walked into those trees, and you're just on the other side of the trees.
Like, come on, guys, let's go to the Feywild.
Yeah. I thought, is this the Feywild? Just shouldn't look exactly like Sigil, right? What did we mess it up somehow?
Love is
What
gone.
year is it?
That's the big change.
We lost your sister. I have a what is this? Hold up the dragonfly. Where did you get that
well,
stick, Virla?
Danny, I'm going to need you to calm down a little bit.
You know that's
It's-
not possible.
Look, it's I don't know how to tell you this, but it's been about 2 weeks,
What?
give or take.
Oh my god.
And
We're gonna owe so much money in dock fees.
yeah.
Yes.
And, technically, we spent an entire day in the Feywild. We went back to my old place. We had a feast. We fought some rabbits.
Rabbits.
And I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You ain't gonna remember any of that.
Huh.
You
Uh,
burned a
Stuff
lot
on
of stuff.
fire. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like a usual 2
You were
weeks.
really
for Dani.
responsible though. No, you really came to get. You like led the community. Really responsible. Just set a great example for the youth. It was really incredible.
I want to
It was
insight
an
check
inspiration
Kyana to
watch.
see if she is.
everyone who's maintaining this facade, charade, roll a deception check.
Okay.
Deception.
Natural
Yeah,
20
Virla's not
on the
doing it.
insight check. Plus 2 is 22.
Fearless.
Damn it!
Virla's not doing anything to correct her.
Well, I rolled a 16 on my deception, which a total of 17.
I may not have
19.
rolled
For me.
well to keep. I've only been rolling nat 20s or
Oh.
like below 5 this entire session. There's been no in between.
10.
I rolled it
Uh,
on deception.
Yeah, they're all fucking with you so hard, Danny. You can't tell what the truth is though. You're like, none of this is the truth, but I don't know what happened.
You probably killed someone.
Okay. Well, let's. I think we
We're
should
welcome
take
back
it step at a time.
anytime. They loved us.
Yep.
That part is true.
We don't know that.
Alright, you guys are paying for the ship fees though, and then I'm gonna start turning around and trying to go back towards where the docks are.
Okay.
All right.
Fantastic. All right, you guys make your way. I mean, the city looks much the same to you. Nothing really changes in Sigil on a week-to-week basis. It's been sort of the way it is for, well,
Yeah.
as long as most mortals can remember.
How many
even
other
longer
times
than
have we
the
been in the
elves.
Feywild? We just didn't know about it.
Well, hopefully Uncle Otto hasn't gotten his kneecaps confiscated by that fiend guy or whatever.
I mean, he didn't technically give us a time limit.
He did not technically give you a time limit. That's technically
So as
correct.
I mean, like, if you guys are in the business of lying
Blade.
to Fire Genasi, then
There's like
maybe I
50
suggest
unread
we just say
messages.
we took a longer time in Avernus than we thought we did.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
I-
it does
I-
take time, so.
I'm okay with giving him an extra crate of them slow coins just to make sure he doesn't.
I think you destroyed all but one crate.
Yep.
Yeah, we destroyed everything because we were like,
you
this
do-
is the
you
morally
do-
right thing to do.
I think you took the flamethrower. Did you take one of the Hell Riders too? One of the
Yep.
bikes?
Yep.
Yeah, we have a
Yeah,
bike.
Okay.
yeah, I think we
Wow.
had to.
Yeah.
I believe its technical name is the Tormentor.
No, the Tormentor was the big,
Oh, right,
the
we took the
big like
flamethrower
tank
out
that
of
you
that
took
one.
the,
It was
the
the
flamethrower
Yeah,
from.
It was the ATV.
Yep,
We
it's all
couldn't get
coming
you that
back.
whole
It's Sophia,
Devil's
who has
Ride.
also
That's the
lost her
word for it.
memory. It's all coming back to her.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we took a holiday break for recording, so
It's been a hot minute.
Yes.
it's been like a month.
God.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys make your way back. The ship is done being fixed. The Modrons have
Woohoo.
finished it. It's been 2
Did they-
How
weeks.
much do we owe?
Did they break anything? Can I, like, do a check over the ship and make sure it's actually, like, as I left it?
Dani runs in. There's a Modron demanding payment. It's 50 gold docking for a week, so it's gonna be 100 gold pieces in docking
can do.
fees.
I still have those
Yeah.
diamonds, and I've just been like slowly chewing through them, so I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you pour little tiny diamonds into their robotic hands.
Keep
I mean,
change.
it's more than that. There's like a contract that needs to. So they're beings of utmost law. So there's like paperwork. So Kyana, if you want to like sign that stuff, you can.
Okay.
You're a
You're
member
gonna
of the
need
crew.
to
You're
very
allowed.
slowly walk me through this.
Episode 5.
If-
The gang goes to the DMV.
What does everyone?
Like-
I mean, if you the rest of you guys
How
want to
many
get on the
forms
ship.
of ID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this last
Do you
name
have
slot
proof
for?
of residency in 2 different forms?
Can I assume you're going down to the engine room?
Yeah, I'm gonna check around the
Thirla, I
ship.
assume you're gonna go to the helm.
Yeah.
I also want to find Plug, who we left behind for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going
this is
straight to the
true.
kitchen and double check.
Okay, let's handle this really quick. Finbar, perception check in the kitchen. Dani, perception check in the engine room. Looking for Plug. Looking at the actual stuff would be an investigation check.
That's another natural 20 for a total
Natural
of
Oh my
20.
god,
30.
what's happening today?
The cat has made a mess in the kitchen.
Oh, dude.
Danny!
Danny rolled a 10 on
Danny?
her perception check, so he,
Okay.
Danny?
he starts yelling, and Danny will, "Pa, pa, 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 pa. What? Oh, hey, Plug.
Okay,
There you are,
we're
boy.
gonna-
Bloop, scoop him up.
We're gonna pause that real quick, because yeah, you hear Dani shout, and you see Plug with like, it takes you a minute. He's shouting at you, and you're like, hold on, I'm looking. You see Plug on the far side of the engine room, sort of like underneath something.
Oh?
He's been alone for 2 weeks.
Oh, buddy.
You go
Oh,
down to
no.
get there. Kyana, you finish signing the paperwork outside, and you go to turn. Could I get you to make an athletics check,
God.
please, Kyana?
What? Okay.
What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. An
My punch
athletics check? Hold on.
How many
Where's that
legal
my
loopholes
skills?
do you have to jump through?
My athletics only plus 0. Oh,
What
it's
if that's what I was
strength-based.
doing?
Well, 17.
Okay.
Completely unmodified. My athletics is plus 0 because my strength is actually very low.
So I rolled a 17 on the dice. This character has a plus 1 strength, so they beat you with an 18.
No. No.
You go to walk towards the ship, and suddenly there's a flurry of cloak and hood as someone grabs you and pulls you against the crates. They push you there. They throw back the hood. You see a face you recognize.
Oh no, that's never good.
Worse for wear, wearing dark clothes over her shimmering green and purple and blue monk attire. You see Ione.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Well. If it isn't the consequences of my actions.
She is sort of wild-eyed. She looks past you, like checks out the ship, looks at you, and then realizes that she's just like manhandles you pretty harshly and lets
Just a
go,
smidge.
takes a step back. She's not like shaking you down, in other words. She was trying to get you,
Oh, good.
and in like a nervous fit had grabbed you like really hard and pushed you against it. She
Yeah, monk muscle
she
memory will
says,
do that.
Kiana, sorry.
Yeah.
I
What's
don't
up?
know.
Good to
Have
see
you? She looks over her shoulder. She goes, "Have you seen anyone else from the Cenobium?"
No, but I've been in the Feywild for 2 weeks, I think. What's up?
Good, you're off-world. That makes sense then. We should go.
We should go?
Yeah. I just
Okay,
feel
we're
like
going.
someone's been following me. I don't know if you've got that
Ooh.
feeling, but
Can I make a perception check to see if I'm getting that vibe now that I'm back in Sigil?
yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alrighty. Okay. Hit.
Are the vibes on?
Sorry, hold on. I just
Vibe
fully
check.
rolled my die all the way off my desk. Just a second. Where'd it go?
Giving Plug little, like, scritches.
We're good. One more go. Hit. Oh my god. Well, that's a 23 total, because I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Die. I gotta remember to use this one.
Dang,
You
we're
look
using all the
around.
mood rolls.
Immediately, you're used to operating in the Underdark, so immediately you're checking like shadows and corners and stuff. Doesn't seem to be anyone
Yep.
watching you right now.
Well, that's good, but I'm still gonna. Okay, yeah, we're getting on the ship. We were already planning on leaving, I think, so we're getting on the ship.
She grabs your hand as you're going. She goes, "You can't go there."
Yeah. What? The ship? Where my friends are?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry if they're your friends. I didn't know.
TPK?
We should leave.
What did you do?
Now.
Oh,
What did
she
you do?
rigged.
Oh,
she
no.
rigged the ship.
You see,
Ship rigged.
Oh.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Go ahead and make an
Oh
insight
God.
I'm about to damage my beautiful, beautiful ship. You
We
absolute-
just fixed
The
it.
We
first bad
just-
roll of the day.
We
but
just
my
got
insight,
it fixed.
My insight is +7, so now that's a 12.
check. 12? Okay.
What am I
You
getting?
can tell, as you, like, inspect now, you can tell, though, what she was just saying was, like, a thinly veiled lie about being followed, but that she is legitimately scared. She goes, "You can't get away from them. I thought that I could,
Oh boy.
after we found you, and I thought I could get away, but I guess they planned for someone trying to flee after they sent someone to look for the person who fled, so they found me. I'm sorry, I told them what I knew, that you'd taken
Oh.
the bargain with the salamanders, that you were delivering something. I don't know, they found out something about the ship connected to a service. I don't know all the details, they didn't care to tell me. All I know is that they knew where you were gonna be, and they asked me to look out. I couldn't let you walk in there. We gotta go.
Okay. I'm
Dani,
very disappointed.
No, my ship!
Dani, you see Plug is underneath,
Come on, buddy.
like on the far side underneath some equipment. As you go bend down and pick him up, you realize with just your 10 perception, you didn't glance it, but standing in the shadows, their body pressed against the wall, you see a figure extend an arm with a bow staff out at the holding from it, points directly at the comes back to the back of your skull as if they were going to strike, but stops right before. You see a woman step slightly into the light, gray hair pulled back into a tight bun, a look of seething rage barely contained on her austere, nearly emotionless face, but just that hint of anger as she takes a small step forward, her purple robes coming into the light now. She leans forward towards Dani and says, "Please call Kyana." And that's where we're going to take our break.
Ooh!
Fuck you.
The consequences of our
This
actions.
is just gonna be the Yub Nub episode. We're gonna have a great
You
time.
learn a
Damn it.
false sense of
Wow.
security
We
with
used
the
up
Yub Nub.
we used up all the good rolls.
Okay.
Finally,
okay.
my form.
Yay! All right.
Yes,
with that, we're
this
going to go to
episode's
break, so we'll see you guys back in a minute.
Rolling with difficulty.
Hi, I'm Sophia Ricciardi, aka Dani, and you're listening to Rolling with Difficulty. Now, back to the show.
Rolling with difficulty.
And welcome back. Dani, you stand this staff at the back of your head, holding Plug. "Please call Kyana," uttered to you from this person you do not recognize, but that clearly is wearing the same sort of vestments that Kyana herself wears. You see that this woman gives a little cock of the head towards where you see the intercom, basically, the sending stone that allows you to talk to other places on the ship. We're not rolling combat yet because we're going to wait to see what choice Dani's going to make.
A stupid one, of course.
Oh.
So, I have something I want to try. It's the room of the ship we're in is because the boiler room, it's mostly made of metal, right? It's mostly metal accoutrement and pipes and things.
You can go ahead and look
no.
on the map.
So I have something I want to try, and it's not quite rules as written, so DM tell me if this is not possible, and then I'll change strats if needed. I have the spell Heat Metal, and
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be heat metal. In a
And what
boiler
I'd like
room.
and basically, Dani's fire resistant, so my thought is if I could, because the spell is technically a metal weapon or suit of armor or something that you can see within range, I want to try and heat up this whole room to the point it's untenable for non-fire resistant people. But obviously that's beyond the depth of the normal spell, so I don't know if that, like, maybe spending an extra spell slot on the spell to cast it like that, or something could be done. Or if it's not possible, just let me know. But that's my first thought on what to try.
Yeah. It's definitely a stretch on the limits of a second level spell. I don't want to set a precedent for just spending more spell slots to make spells do what they don't do.
Fair.
I do like the rule
Turn
of cool
room into
idea, but do you have a different idea?
Yes, okay. Idea's number 2. Well, Dani is not an idea woman. So she's standing with her, like, staff to my neck.
Yep.
Okay.
Just heat plug and then throw plug at the.
I refuse to let
Oh god. Sneak attack.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, man.
Street smarts.
Well, I'm not getting up and going to the Sending Stone, in case anyone was wondering about what Dani was gonna do.
I figured the moment you chose not to do that.
Yeah. Let me just mull this
Break.
over for a hot minute.
Yeah. Huh, hot.
Dani will sort of, like, because she's crouched down picking up Plug, like, get Plug up on her shoulders and slowly stand up. Look back over at the monk. And as I'm turning around, I'm going to summon a tiny eldritch cannon into my hands, chicken feet at the ready.
Okie dokie.
Turn around, say hello to my little friend style. And, of course, I'll summon the Force Ballista.
Gotcha.
And
Okay,
immediately
so-
turn around and fire. Like, no.
So
I
what's
don't.
happening is she's holding her action, so she's going to take her held attack for you trying to do something she didn't want you to do. And then we're going to roll initiative.
Yep.
So,
Can we
first
assume that
her-
everyone else on the ship hears that?
Here's the
We'll get
ballista
there.
going
We'll
on.
get there.
We'll get there.
First things
Alright,
first.
alright.
Her held attack action. She's going to hit you with a. She brings the staff away actually as you turn, and just brings her foot right up into your sternum. She's gonna make a strike. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Ooh, dirty 20. I could use my reaction to cast shield, but that would make my AC 20 and she would still hit. So, I'll just take the L, I guess.
Cool. You take 10 points of force damage as you see her hands encompassed in the same kind of energy that you see Kyana,
God damn it, Kyana.
exudes, but there's no reach on it.
I'm not punching you.
It's just a. You guys are really
This is
getting a
karma.
taste of what it would be to fight the other between Dani, you having to fight this monk, and Kyana, Dani constantly hurting you.
Yeah, this is karma, Sophia.
One of these days I'll get evasion, and then we'll be fine.
Unfortunately.
Actually,
Could I
think
please have you
get
make
evasion
a
next level.
Constitution saving throw?
Con?
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Natural 20.
Oh damn, okay. Crack. She cracks into you, but you do not get stunned. Cool. We're gonna roll initiative now. That was her held action, and now we're going into fully who can get the first attack off.
Because I was turning around to fire on her. Do I get to let off that shot before we get into initiative? Nope. Alright.
No, because that's not, there's no surprise round here. You're both expecting to fight. So what happens when you say, I want to fire, and she says, I want to punch, is we roll initiative. And
Makes
she
sense.
got
Are
Are we
that
all
one
rolling
because
initiative,
she
or
was...
just those two so far?
Let's have everyone get in the initiative order, just so we don't have to worry about it. But until something happens to make it evident, I don't know if anyone's gonna know that a fight's going on. So we'll see. I'm also gonna roll for Ione.
God, how many fucking
Ione
ninjas
rolls
are on
bad,
this boat?
and Prior Sephram rolled pretty awesome. So here we go. Let's go ahead.
That sounds like a fancy title.
Titles. Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God. Natural 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Ione got
There have been so
A
many crits in this
6.
section, and they have never seemed to work out in our favor.
Alright. So Finbar's sitting at 9.
The bottom, baby.
Noir.
Let's go.
Noir coming in at, where are you? There's Virla. And 14. 19's not bad, Dani.
Yeah.
And
that's
18
really
for Red. Pretty sweet.
I rolled
Honestly,
a
you guys
10,
rolled really good.
so-
She just rolled better. Descending order. Cool. She gets her punch off, and now she's going to. That's her held. She got one punch. Now she's going to take her full multi-attack at you to try and incapacitate you. Listen, shouting is a free action. So if you want to like shout something after she gets her held attack, and just like get everyone on board, I would allow that.
Say hello to my little
I want to see if she takes me down first, and then we'll see about yelling things.
Dani,
All right.
Dani, yes.
Cool. All right. So, first attack with her force strike. That's a 16 to hit.
I will use my reaction to cast Shield, which is going to bring my AC up to 20.
Cool.
Nice.
She will take a second attack. That's a 21 to hit.
Rip.
Well, you avoided one hit, a potential stunning strike. I rolled double ones on 2d10.
Ooh.
That's 6 force damage. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. That is 17.
17 just succeeds.
Oh, God.
And she'll go ahead and hit you with the staff now. She gets 3 attacks, 2 with her fists, 1 with the staff.
AC is still 20.
That's gonna miss. It's another 16. Or did I roll 16 before? I forget. This one's a 16, and will therefore not hit. She comes in with the first fist, but now you know exactly where she's going for that sternum again, and your arcane ward comes up, deflects it. The second one sweeps through, as instead of pure force, she goes for more of precision kick to try and get you with the toe. But then the staff comes back down, and again your ward holds and does not bust. That's her first. No, she has she's not
more
gonna.
attacks.
She's not. Her bonus action doesn't really make any sense here, because she's not gonna run away from you. She's got you where she wants you. She's not leaving.
She
And
can't flurry of blows? Okay. That's good.
no, that's not how her powers work. That will end her turn, which brings us to Dani, ironically,
All
who
right,
has survived.
So, I am in what I would consider my favorite terrain.
Dani takes
Sure.
a level of Ranger. Only in this room does she get bonuses.
So I'm right by like the boiler of the ship, and I want to try something that's a little bit unorthodox. So again, trying to real cool, but this time within the confines of what happens. If I were to fire at the boiler with the force ballista and puncture it, would that let out a lot of steam and perhaps create some sort of distraction and fog up the area?
We're gonna be
So,
paying dock fees for months fixing this ship.
so it's not. So the ship doesn't run on steam power. It runs on spell power. So it's not a boiler filled with steam.
So it's like a wild
a
magic surge.
Spelljammer engine filled with spell energy. So I would say if you want to try and bust a hole in this thing, some sort of wild magic surge is going to go off.
I
if
like
you
that
can
idea.
puncture
I'm
it,
down.
I
Which
kind
is
of
awesome.
I
Sorry,
thought
let
Virla
me-
would be disturbance in the
Wild
No, no, no.
magic.
Your
Wild
ship
magic.
is going to be
Yeah.
handicapped, but you can
Virla
certainly
is
do it.
horrified. Noir really wants to see this happen.
Yeah.
Yes,
Dani-
wild magic. Wild
Dani
magic.
is like-
Wild magic.
Thinking on her feet, which is hard for Dani, and
God.
she's like, I hate everything about this.
Street smarts.
I just fixed the fucking ship,
Virla's-
and I will continue
Virla's
my
right
like
over the.
turn that Dani was in when she was getting up. And instead of firing at the monk, I'm using my bonus action to fire at the machinery behind me in the hope of creating a distraction.
Behind you!
Yeah.
Wild
With
magic,
a wild magic
wild.
surge of some kind. So I will use my force
Oh
ballista
my
attack to try and
goodness.
puncture the guts of the ship and see what happens.
Okay. It's metal, I believe, is an AC of 20. We did this once. Hold on. Let me.
You guys are
It'll
turning it up.
ricochet
Hold on.
and
You guys
freeze.
turn it up
AC
babies.
of metal.
did
Steel.
break the train.
It's not mithril. It's steel. 19.
Okay, cool. I rolled a natural 18 plus 6 to hit. It's the force ballista.
Hell
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
you go.
All right. Go ahead, roll damage, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna bust through.
Yeah.
Like just poking a hole, you're not destroying it. So,
Ooh.
and it's also force, which is Like, bludgeoning might not do it. Force damage is pure magical energy, so.
16 points of force damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, Dani, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Yes! Woo!
You guys turn into
I really hope
babies.
this doesn't just make a bunch of butterflies.
That would be very cool, though. Very aesthetic.
That is going to be a 23.
Is
Oh, it's pretty
good or
low.
bad?
That's pretty low.
I think low's bad.
I think low is
Low, I
bad.
think, is mundane.
Yeah.
Depends on what you define as good or
It's
bad.
not going to be as distracting as I want it to
High
be,
and
is
low. High and low on the list doesn't really do anything, but I'll tell you what it does do is oscillating, beautiful. What's the word I'm looking for? Like phantasmagorical lights shine out of this hole you punctured.
Aw.
It's not very big. It's like golf ball size, maybe. Like your force ballista doesn't shoot a cannonball, but even so, it's pretty dazzling. You find as you're bathed in the light, there's a moment where it oscillates to blue and the whole room turns blue, and then as it oscillates back to red, you realize that Dani, and actually I'm going to say prior to Saffron because they're both in the range for this, your skin is turned to a vibrant shade of blue. So you are now like blue flame
You got
kind of licking along your hair instead of the usual red and orange.
You got smurfed!
I got
You got smurfed, kid!
This
That actually is a
episode,
very cool look.
Danny taking L's. the
Prior Saffron
episode.
is severely nonplussed.
Alright, well that was
And yet another thing Wally has to draw.
Sorry, that
I
was
will
that
tell you
was a
guys
great
how
idea.
excited I am about this.
And Dani, I'm gonna give you an inspiration for that one. But that's as far as your wild magic surge gets you.
God damn, I was really hoping for one of the big ones. Okay. Well, I still have my action.
Now my question is, will it do wild magic surges every turn
Oh god.
She did just
until you
break-
fix it?
Danny has just done something momentous in that she has broken the one thing that she probably cares about more in this world than Plug. So she's pissed at both herself and the monk. I will use an action to disengage and
Okay.
trying to use the distraction of what I had hoped would be a much larger surge. Danny will 10, 15, 20.
I mean, it's definitely distracting.
It's really
It's a
telling
disco
as
in
well,
there,
like,
and you're both blue.
I guess I'll begrudgingly take the responsible option and get out of here.
So wait,
Yeah.
I'm in the kitchen. I hear a
Yeah.
whole bunch of
You
weird
hear-
noises on the other
You
door.
hear the force
Yeah.
buzzer go off.
Opens.
Thump, 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 thump. Danny busts open the door. Blue now. We got company.
Oh, hell yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's basically what happens. Cool. Dani, will that end your turn?
I will use my action to. I think this was what 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I just move my full movement. Yeah, I guess that's my turn. I have Plug on my shoulders and a cannon in my arms, and I'm blue.
Is
Do we
Plug
have
blue?
to update the
Is
art?
Plug
Plug's
blue?
I'm
Plug's fine.
I'm kind of already there.
Oh, it's just
It's just
I
like
drop tool
pallets,
blue
yeah.
and just drag.
Just a blue overlay.
Cool. So at the end of
Prophecy.
your turn,
So when I walk out into the kitchen, can I
Yeah.
slam the door shut behind me as I go through? Because it
Oh,
looks
that'll
like
hold.
there's a door.
you can close the door. You can't lock it.
Yeah. If I close the door, can I just like lean on it? As opposed to using my movement to get farther away from the door?
Super
you
cash.
lean on the door. Oh my god.
Then she'll be changing colors in the boiler room. That's definitely not gonna wild magic search every turn, I hope.
Okay, yeah. It's just gonna be like.
Like
you
being
used your
stuck at the
action
club
to
at like 2
disengage.
a.m. Yeah, I did use my action already. So.
Yeah, use your action to. I would say like normally this would be like holding a shove, right? Like basically you're holding your attack to shove to push against the door, but you already use your action, so your like whole time here has been spent getting away from her without her smacking you, which is no easy feat.
Gotcha.
So you can close it. She can't move through your space if you stand there. You know,
Yeah.
like the door's only 5 feet wide. She's a bad guy, so she can't walk through you. So if you want to keep her in the room, this is very this is very mechanical inside baseball metagamey. But if you stood there, she couldn't walk past you.
Yeah, alright. It's 5 feet of my movement that I'm sacrificing. I'll just stand in front of the door.
No!
All right. You go to slam it. You can close it. You go and you slam the door.
Falls off
Finbar,
the
this is
hinges.
you. You were just no. You've closed it. It's just that you're not gonna be able to hold it closed against her. You know.
Yeah.
Finbar, you were just shouting about the cat, and you hear an insane, staticky vibration of sound from the engine being punctured, and then Dani comes running out, clearly blood kind of dripping out of the corner of the mouth after some of those hits, and also she's blue.
So normally, this is par for the course. This is just what happens. So he ignores half the sounds that he hears back there. So I'm gonna say, what's going on back there?
Monks, like Kyana, but bad.
As he says that, and your turn ends, Dani, Prior Sephram is going to use her legendary action to move up to the door, and you immediately, you hear a crack sound as a fist comes through the door right next to Dani's head. And then this staff clears it away more and creates a Jesus for her.
Prior!
Okay, here we go.
Her head is right by yours, Dani, as you would close the door and lean against it.
It's the Shining.
And you hear her whisper, "You're going to regret that decision."
Joke's on you. I don't regret any of my decisions. That's why I'm so chill about everything. Ugh.
You cough out a little blood. Kyana, you hear outside in the dock, you hear the and then the sound of splintering wood. Ione looks at you, truly broken looking, and says, "I'm so sorry. I thought they were gonna kill me."
We'll talk about this later, and I'm gonna rip my hand away and bolt for the ship.
Cool.
Yeah,
You're
I love
10 feet
that.
away from the ship, so getting on. I mean, you have so much movement. I don't think it's any problem for you.
Yeah, I
getting in
do.
there.
I have so much
what's
movement.
your speed?
My walk speed is 45 feet.
Yeah, you're gonna need. I
fine.
think you're gonna need to take a bonus action to Step of the Wind.
Disengage. Okay.
No, Ione's not gonna try to hit you.
Oh, good.
She was trying to warn you. She just, in terms of warning people, she decided to warn you, not your friends, because she doesn't.
Well, that's
Think like that,
nice
you
of
know?
her, I guess. It's the spirit
So,
of the
yeah.
principle of the thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Alright.
so you're gonna to run up and then get down the stairs and get to where Dani is. You're going to need to use a bonus action to Step of the Wind, but you can totally get down to the kitchen on this turn.
All right, sweet business. Let's do that.
You pull yourself away from Ione.
Yep.
Virla, you hear a shot, and then sitting in the captain's chair, you see Ione come like a shot herself up the gangplank, and then just slide down the two hands slide down the railing steps down into
Wait, me?
the second layer.
Ione or Kyana?
I'm sorry, not Ione, Kyana. You see
Oh,
Kyana
okay.
slide down.
Wow, she's
Too many
full
monks.
design.
Too many monks.
Too many.
Too many
Many
monks.
monks!
Too many monks.
It's
Just
a barrel
slide
of
down the
monks! This episode is
Alright.
just
Okay.
taking L's one after the other. Oh man.
Virla's turn.
So
Kyana gets down
let's
there if
see.
she wants to move down there.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
And she does have an action.
I do. Yeah. Can I grab Dani and yeet her behind me?
Absolutely. If Dani won't oppose that check, if Dani will allow it, then you still have an action. So it'd be one attack to grab her and move her 5 feet back.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't
it's
oppose it.
what's the word? It's like forced movement, so she's not going to get an attack of opportunity on Dani for doing that.
Cool. So let me see if I can scooch myself on the map. Sorry. Dani, I can't move you, but
I'll move myself.
Yeah, Dani.
Yeah.
Dani, go ahead and move 5 feet back towards the stairs,
Yep.
Kyana,
and
no
Kyana,
wings.
you can move into that space if you want. It face down, yeah.
That's exactly what she wants.
do I still have let's see, I took my bonus action, that was my action. I think if I take an attack action I get 2 per action.
Yeah, you technically get one more punch.
Alright. Can I kick Prior Sephra through the door?
If you can, if you want to attempt to shove her, it's a contested athletics check. Actually, it's your athletics against her, either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh no. Well, could I do acrobatics instead of athletics? Because one of those is dex-based, and the other one is
I
not.
know. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Shoving people is all about raw strength, and not being shoved is either about resisting it or about dancing out of the way.
I meant, can I attack her through the door by
Oh,
kicking
yeah,
her?
if you just want to punch and do damage, you can totally do that.
Yes, thank you.
You just
Okay.
can't move her on the same turn. That's a Battle Master thing, to be able to hurt someone and move them.
That's okay. I think that makes this an unarmed strike, so let's see how this
Yep.
goes.
Here we go.
I don't have my arms out yet.
You do not.
Well, I definitely do not succeed in kicking her, because I rolled a 2, so that's a total of 8.
You come in, see who you recognize now as Prior Sephra, the woman who nearly stopped you from escaping the first time from the Cenobium, and you pull Dani back. Dani, first of all, glowing blue. Not glowing. It's just her skin is just blue.
It's a new look for me.
Her
Interesting.
blue skin.
I'll unpack that
you
later.
Pull her back, knowing how dangerous this person is, and go in for a kick, and gracefully, without betraying a hint of any sort of emotion, she grabs your foot and spins,
Damn it.
throws it back, and spins you back, and you sort of back up into Dani, sort of a boxer who just got knocked back into their like ref style, you know.
Fantastic.
She's going to say to you, I was hoping to do this easily, but one way or the other, you are coming back with me. And she's going to use 2 legendary actions to punch you.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's not good. That's a
Come on,
13 to hit.
AC 17, baby.
Yeah, so she comes back in with a punch. As much as she was ready for knowing what you would do, you've also sparred with her, been taught by her, fought people who have been taught by her. You know exactly what she's coming to as well, and it's basically monk v monk, neither one getting the upper hand as she comes in with an elbow and you parry past it.
Yep. Oh,
Virla,
God.
you're up on the top deck. Seems like some shit's going down. You don't know.
All right. So for my bonus action, I would like to manifest mind, and my little BB-8 data sphere will materialize essentially 10 feet below me, which I'm assuming will put it in the boiler room.
I like to imagine that, like,
yeah.
when the boiler exploded, there was a little, like, punk, and your seat, like, went up 2 inches, and you're like, huh.
Yeah.
Dani.
All right.
Yeah, for flavor, let's say it appears next to you and gives a sort of sound, and then you see it sink down through the floor. Even though it's kind of incorporeal, it sort of plunks down onto the wood. And can you see through it? You can, right?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, you see the back of this
intention.
monk. The entire room bathed in disco lights, and you see the back of this monk putting the smack down on your friends.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I will then use my action to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the monk that I can see, who appears to be
what kind of
punching
save is
holes
that?
in the wall. It's an intelligence save.
Okay.
I really hope
she
she's not
doesn't have a
all that
high
smart.
intelligence, but she is proficient.
All right. Let's see then.
She's a monk. Dirty 20.
Okay.
God.
So what is it? On a successful save, so half of 3d6 psychic damage. All right. That was a 1, a 1, and a 5, so 3 points of psychic damage.
3 halved to 1 point of psychic damage.
Well, 3 was already halved. I rolled a 1, a 1,
Yep.
and a 5.
She
So it was
resists
7
psychic
damage.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good to know
So it
for.
really is 1 point.
Fun. Good to know for the next time then.
You
Oh,
cast
that's
your big
cruel.
spell. You see as basically nothing happens, except that she gives a slight cock of the head to look over her shoulder at this thing, appraise it, and basically deem it no threat, as this has done nothing to
Oh,
her.
God.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm sorry, man. That was
I
some
don't-
rough rolls.
No, that's fair.
Between
I don't want to
the
leave
save.
my little bubble because what if there are more threats? I saw Kyana in. We're basically ready to take. Well, I thought we were ready to take off, and then Dani damaged the
Yeah, if
the
there's
engine
a hole
again.
in the boiler, can we get out of here, actually?
I don't want to risk that.
I don't know. You gotta try.
Oh god.
Oh, we gotta.
Danny,
we
have you ever
gotta
put
try?
a hole in the engine before?
So I guess
I
then
think
as
the
a
answer's
free
no.
as a free action, then I'll send out a ship-wide comm and just sort of inquire, what is happening? I don't even know if
Finbar,
anyone can- I don't know if
what is
anyone's, like,
happening
in.
echoes through the ship, and you see some real shit is happening. What are you gonna do?
Can I answer back through the intercom?
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got somebody punching through these doors down here. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Always the voice
Oh.
of
Oh,
reason.
when Finbar says I'll take care of it, you know shit's gotten real.
Oh, shit.
Optimistic.
Bonus action, I will summon the chalice.
Okay.
As stars radiate all over my body, I will walk up to Dani and I will say, "You doing all right there?"
I'm blue.
And I will.
Dabu dee dabu da.
Blue.
We'll worry about things one thing at a time, all right? And I will cast Cure Wounds at the first level. Oh, that's huge. That is a total of. That is 20 points.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. Thanks, Finbar.
And I'm gonna roll up right next to Kyana and be like, "Alright, open that door."
I think the door's not really an issue anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty busted at this point.
like
We're
on
treating
one
it as a
hinge.
non-issue.
Okay,
What I
yeah.
will say is that Kyana and Prior Sephram are standing on either side of this opening.
Mhm.
You can, standing against the wall, you are technically within 5 feet. So Finbar, for example, you're within 5 feet of the Prior Sephram. But
Uh-huh.
if you want to attack her, you're like attacking around a corner. So any attacks, either you towards her or her towards you right now, are going to be considered half cover.
Okay.
So you get
well,
a bonus to AC.
I already used my action and bonus action as well as my interaction, so my turn is over.
Ione is going to dash in after, but she's not as fast. She only gets here.
Damn it.
And also, she doesn't really know what to do. Prior Sephram's
Oh,
turn.
fantastic.
Um,
Oh, God.
she,
Here it comes.
she's not even gonna say anything. She's got you exactly where she wants you.
No.
First attack at Kyana.
Let's do it.
That's a 17 to hit.
My AC is 17.
Oh, that'll just hit then. 19 points of force damage,
Ouch.
and please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, every time. All right, hold
Come
on.
on,
Con
Kyana.
save. My con save is not great, so let's see. Nope, that's a 5.
Oh no.
You feel the stun take hold. Your ears ring. You are until the start of Sephram's next turn. You are both deafened and stunned.
Oh, fantastic.
So she's gonna make these next 2 attacks at advantage because you're stunned. Oh my god. At advantage, a 5 and a 7 is a 16 to hit. That's a miss, right?
Ha, yes, that is a miss.
Yes.
Cool. Staff of Striking.
Oh, God.
That is a natural 20.
A stack of what?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Oh,
so
it's a good thing Finbar's
she-
right next to me.
It's a good thing that Finbar has this covered.
You take, so taking the max damage, it's 1. I've rolled a 1 on the dice, and then the d6 because she's wielding with one hand. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
Uh-huh.
and then she
that
will
it?
expend 3 charges to deal an extra 3d6 psychic damage to you.
What?
Jeez.
Wait, I resist that, don't I?
You do, but all of it's gonna be really high. So that's hold on.
Fine, whatever.
Plus 5. So plus 5 is 12 plus 3d6 is 18, so that'd be 30 points of psychic damage, halved to 15.
Ah! Well,
What?
guess what, guys? I'm unconscious.
No.
You see
Ah,
two
baby.
swift blows.
Shit.
A fist stuns her, and then even still stunned, you see that Kyana's able to catch the second fist. Like, her body's barely moving, but she's able to deflect and take the brunt of the second fist that should have taken her out. But as a result, she's too slow, and as the staff comes in and cracks the side of her head, there's a shock of purple energy, and her eyes roll back as she slumps down.
Well, that's kind of cool, actually. I'll take
I
it.
thought so. She
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have another action to grab you, so that's where she's at for
right.
now.
Get out of here.
Dani, you're up.
That'll show her.
So I have line of sight on her now because Kyana is slumped on the ground unconscious.
Flop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great, so first things first, I'm pissed, I'm blue, and I have a cannon in my hand, so I'm gonna use the Force Ballista to fire at her, as is Dani's wont in life. Cool. That is a 22 to hit.
That will hit. Now, Austin gets to decide if your Force Ballista counts as a missile to deflect.
It shoots out force magic, so it depends. Because it's more like the magic missile
response-
spell than it is then like a projectile.
In response to being hit by a ranged weapon attack. So, Dani, go ahead and look in the description of your Force Ballista. Does it say ranged spell attack or ranged weapon attack? It should say, I think it's a spell attack roll, right? I assume
think
it's probably
it's a spell
I'm pretty
attack
sure it's a
roll.
spell. I'm pretty sure it's a spell attack roll, yes.
Yeah,
It's not.
in
It's
which
like
case,
not listed under my spells, but it's not listed under like equipment either, because it's a thing I summon sort of
Yeah.
from the ether. So
Okay,
I
so
don't want to
I'm
play
gonna-
villain's advocate, but if she's got the astral arms, they do force damage. So, like, do force arms let you snare force missiles?
Ooh.
A precedent that would only benefit me in future if we establish it.
Kyana, you're unconscious.
Oh yeah, sorry, you can't hear me metagaming.
You know what?
Oh,
you know what?
no, I found it. It specifically says ranged spell attack.
This is further
in the
karma for
description.
Okay,
Dani.
cool. Yep. All right, you're okay. So, I'm actually going to check one thing because high level. Now, she's a monster. She's not using class levels, but high level astral monks can catch more than just weapons. So, if it
my
can
God.
catch
Okay.
force, I'm going to say she can do it. If she can only catch elemental damage, when you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder. Nope.
Force is on that list. You just
Oh,
said.
force is on that list. Yep, you're right. Okay. I did read it. I skimmed right over it. Yeah, she's going to attempt to deflect the missile.
I hate her so
God.
much.
Go ahead and roll damage, because you did hit.
That's super sick, but at the same time, fuck you, Austin.
What do I roll?
Roll your damage, because
Yeah.
you did hit her. So she's going to see how much damage she mitigates.
Another 16 points of force damage.
Okay, it's 16, and she mitigates it by 3 plus 12 is 15. So she takes 1 point of force damage.
So, point of order, does she still get pushed back 5 feet? Because that is the effect of taking the damage of the Force Ballista.
I'm gonna say
Shit
yes,
damage.
because she didn't reduce it to 0. She still took some. So you see her hands come together, and she puts actually it would just be one hand. She's holding the staff, but you see comes together and catches it. There's like a feedback interaction between the force energy and the like kind of psionic energy that's over her hand that you see kind of like sparks, and it mitigates most of it, but she still takes that damage and moves back 5 feet.
Gotcha. Okay, so she's not right up on Kyana anymore.
That's her reaction.
That's her
You got her to
reaction.
use her reaction. So
I did. And now
yeah,
that
she's gonna
she's...
shoot something else.
So, yeah, so she takes that damage, and as she's pushed back and her hands come down, Dani is still pointing at her, but now with the multi-tool, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at her.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
3
go for
beams
it.
of
3
blue
beams.
fire.
So let's see what these... I'm going to roll all 3 attacks at first.
Because it's blue, does that mean it's hotter? Can we say it does more damage?
Yeah, am I now... I think by anime logic, this means that I'm actually my evil older sibling now.
Yes.
Or alternatively, you've risen
No.
above and become a legend. The legend that you fear.
That was... that is an
Super damage.
18, a 26, and a natural 20 to hit on the
Hell
Scorching
yeah.
Ray. I'm making up for that 4, baby.
Hold on. 18 is the lowest?
18
You
is
hit
the
on
lowest.
every single one.
Ooh, get fucked, lady. Okay, and 1 was a crit. So...
Yep, one's a crit. So go ahead, just give me... She's not concentrating on anything. give me all the damage.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that for the crit, you add the max damage on you roll once and then add the max damage on the dice.
So the max damage
So,
on the
just
dice
give it to
would
me
be
all
16.
at the
So
end.
16 plus
16
9.
max damage on each one of them does 2d8?
Yeah. Oh no, that's heat
Jesus
metal.
Christ.
Sorry. 12. Scorching ray.
Oh,
I was
okay,
looking.
okay.
Heat metal and scorching ray are right next to each other on my spell list, and heat metal is 2d8. 2d6. 12
Wow.
plus 12 plus 9, so that's gonna be 21 plus 5 is 26.
21.
Plus 6 is 32 points of fire damage.
You see...
Plus arcane firearm.
Oh, right! Thank you! So the extra d8. Ooh, plus 8. So 40
my God.
points of fire damage.
Damn. So she has basically taken no damage this whole time. No one's been able to really hit her. The spell didn't have any effect. You see the force ballista. Her face betrays no emotion, but you kind of get the sense she's bemused by this, your parlor trick sort of thing. You shoot the force ballista. She catches, moves back a little bit, sees that it really has done nothing to her, says, pathetic child. And then the 3 fire blasts go right off and totally Envy versus Roy
Foolish
Mustang,
human.
where she's like, you better give it all
Yeah.
you got, and then blows up.
Yeah.
Hell
that's
yes.
what just happened to her. Smart to use, does she...
Hell
did she have-
yes.
I won't say anything about
'Cause
that.
we're
Smart to use
smart.
attack rolls. That worked really well, because she's good at deck saves.
Yeah, I thought about doing burning hands, and I was like, no, monks. And Dani will step in front of Kyana after the attacks fall off, which
Yeah.
I realize puts me back in her melee range, but I don't want her to get close to Kyana at all. And just sort of like...
Extremely brave, though.
Or just that comic of the person pointing the gun and the person diving, like, just like folds in front of them. No!
Dani, that was a pretty epic moment. Do you want to say anything?
No.
Or
Yeah.
you just want to be like silent badass?
She's blue too, right?
Yeah. You're both
Oh,
blue.
no.
Yep, you're both blue.
I'll just let that speak for itself. Dani is, I like the Roy Mustang moment that we're having, and I'm gonna let that live.
Oh, you know what? You rolled all your attacks at the same time, but if the D8 landed on the crit, that would be an extra 8 damage. So,
It's the
3
first
attacks.
attack, so
Yeah, but you rolled them all at the same time, right?
Yeah, I rolled them all at once.
So, go ahead and roll a d6. If you
Okay.
roll a 1 or a 2, that meant that the first one that hit was the crit, and you can
Gotcha.
add the extra 8 damage.
I rolled a 6, so no.
Okay, yeah.
That's okay.
So your first one,
I did
your
40
first one
points of
crit.
fire
Or
damage,
sorry,
not mad
your
at it.
your third one crit or whatever. But even so, extremely badass. Virla, you can see that
Yeah.
happen. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Kyana. Please make a death save.
Damn it! All right.
Yeah.
Come on,
Natural
Kyana.
20.
What'd you
Come
roll?
on.
Nat 20.
Come on.
Nat
12.
20.
I got
Okay,
12,
a success.
so
A
That's
success.
still
12
good,
is a
right?
success.
That's yeah.
Yep, that's
Nice,
a success.
nice.
All right.
Ooh.
Virla, yeah, you see absolute fire amidst the phantasmagoria inside this engine room. You see absolute fire going off. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll do some tried and true stuff. I believe I should be in range to do a melee spell attack, so I'll cast Vampiric Touch. Through the I'll use a bonus action. Sorry, no, not a bonus action. I have. Oh gosh, wait. I'm mixing up my features. I can use. I can cast spells through the orb 3 times. It's a bonus action to summon it. It's a bonus
Correct.
action to move it, but it's not a bonus action to actually use that feature. I'm mixing up my stuff. But I'll cast
All right.
Vampiric Touch.
Spell number
through
2.
Through the orb.
The nice thing is this is concentration, and since you're nowhere near the fight with your body, Virla, chances of you losing concentration, very minimal.
Yeah. That's why I'm doing it.
All right, go ahead, roll an attack roll.
That one wasn't as good. It's 16 to hit.
16 will just miss. The AC is 17.
Dang. All right. All right.
Do you have
Well, I still have it.
Do you have any inspirations?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the what's the?
It almost
amount this
doesn't
time?
matter because you need a 1.
It really doesn't. Yeah. So I'll roll it. I rolled a d6 just for shits and giggles, and I got a 6, so that
All right.
definitely hits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, vampiric touch, 3d6 necrotic damage. That was also ass. 6 points of necrotic damage.
Every
Okay.
little
Please
bit
tell me
counts.
she's not resistant to that.
She does not resist necrotic.
Oof, okay.
I
He's doing
forgot
his part.
completely to do her legendary action, so she's going to make an attack with two actions to take a punch against Dani right now.
Go for it, bitch.
All right, that's a d12. I don't want to roll that. That will not hit if I roll that.
Probably not.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh, you just got me.
Ooh, just barely.
Ooh, that's 17 points of force damage.
Spicy.
Make a con save.
Ah, fudge.
That's a 21 on the con save.
Hell yeah.
Still not stunned. Damn.
Can't
All right.
stun the bitch who spends all day blowing stuff up. You think a little stun scares me? I regularly destroy my hearing. What's your point?
It's true.
Finbar, you're up.
Okay. I'm
Dani
gonna
will goad them.
kneel down on the ground. I will put my hand on Kyana's forehead and be like, "Come on, little miss, we still need you." And I will pump a second level Cure Wounds into this.
Nice.
That is 22 hit points.
Woohoo!
And as I see her eyes open, I'm like, ah, there she is.
Yeah.
Alright.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Kyana, you have
Okay.
the worst headache.
Oh God.
Alright. Rest up. Me and Dani got this. And I will
No.
step
That's not how
over
this is
her
gonna work.
around
No.
and get flanking.
All right.
Nice.
I
Crack knuckles.
believe I have a bonus action here. I have this bonus action. No, that's it. That's about it.
Cool.
Yeah,
She's
that's
going
my
to
turn.
take her last legendary action to move without provoking any attacks of opportunity. She's just going to go here, but she's going to get in the corner to prevent the flanking. And
Ooh, smart girl.
as she does, she looks over at Ione. She says, "Grab her while she's down."
Oh God.
Don't even think
It's Ione's
about
turn. Ione's
it. Don't even think
Ione?
about it.
Ione's going to make a wisdom check, and I think if I roll this here, it should come across in front of the whole group.
Oh no, wisdom.
Listen to your heart, Ione. You don't want this.
Did I roll? It did. Oh, I was hoping
We
it would
don't
roll
have
in front of the group because I have an extension on D&D Beyond to make it roll in front of the group. But she rolled a 14 plus 2. She rolled a 16. It's not high enough for her to switch to your team, but it's high enough for her to resist and not cow to the Prior's demand.
Nice.
All right.
Oh God.
Prior Sephram's turn again. She sees you, Finbar, enter the room and can immediately sense that like things are starting to take a turn. So she's going to try to reposition herself a little bit. She's going to attempt to shove with her first unarmed attack. Attempt to shove Dani to get out of the way. So Dani,
this
please
is-
make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Alright.
Dare I ask, is that an open stairwell directly behind Dani?
It is. It goes down to like the cargo hold.
I'm fine.
Oh no!
You can't take me out like a backstory character. Come on.
All right.
Nice. Alright, not bad. Dirty.
Terrible dude,
Dirty
right.
20 on my acrobatics check.
Not quite. She rolled an 18,
Cool, bitch.
which is good, but not high enough.
Get fucked.
She goes to shove, but you manage to she still pushes you, but she didn't catch you in the body the way she wanted to. So it just kind of pushes your shoulder back, and you're shoved like a foot or two back instead of the 5 feet she was trying to push you. She's going to grimace, and she'll just punch you now.
Alright. It's happening.
That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 plus 9.
Just
here
hitting
we
over.
go.
Just
She
bare.
could take Dani out.
2d10.
Like one hit if she rolls high enough.
That's 14 points of force damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
Damn, she was really hoping to take you out with that one.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
She was, or you were?
But she's also pretty confident. She's seen that you're mostly a blaster, so she's pretty intelligent. She's confident being in melee with you. She's instead going to try to hit Finbar now, because she knows that's the dude who keeps. She knows that's the dude who keeps picking everyone up. She doesn't know she can't put him down in one hit, but she's going to try. Come hell or high water.
Oh, I wonder if the 8-foot tall guy built like an actual building is gonna go down in one punch.
That is a natural 18, so that's definitely gonna hit.
No, that's a miss.
She's gonna expend three charges from the Staff of Striking to deal an extra 3d6 psychic damage to you. So that's
My
5
AC
points.
is currently 19 because I am wearing the Canian armor.
Gotcha.
She rolled a natural 18, but she's got.
Yeah.
Oh, nat 18. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She rolled a 27 to hit you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no, sorry.
Fudge.
Just a
Okay.
little more and maybe you'd stand a chance.
So 5 points of bludgeoning
Okay.
damage, and
Okay.
double sixes and a 5. 17 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
I rolled all 5s and 6s on those d6s.
Okay, I'm at 41 hit points.
Oh no,
you're,
what a
you're in a
travesty.
brute tank. Yeah, you feel the staff comes in and gets you right in the shoulder, and there's a shock of that purple energy, and your mind kind of goes, like the room is technicolor, but you see colors flash in front of your eyes from that. Really hurts, but not enough to take you down. You're made of stronger stuff than that. Then she will take her bonus action to nimble escape and disengage and move back into the corner and bark just once more. Ione! Dani, you are now closed with her. What would you like to do?
Well, she thinks I'm a blaster, but Dani has 2 kinds of tricks. So I'm gonna use my action to cast Thunder Wave at the 2nd level.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm right
Oh,
next to you.
jeez.
It's a 15-foot
We're all
cube
right next to you.
originating from me, so I want to angle it towards her, and it shouldn't hit either of my allies because they're in line with me, not in front of me.
That is
That's
true.
okay.
You are going to hit
Okay.
the ship.
You're gonna,
Yeah, at this
A
point,
lot of
you're
shit.
gonna blast a hole in the ship.
Danny is furious and kind of not really thinking about collateral damage, which I realize that no one thinks that I think about collateral damage anyway, but I do. But I want her down more than I want the ship in perfect repair.
Cool. I assume you're going to angle it so that it hits, like, it goes off to Danny's right and not the left, so it hits the ship and not the, I forget what that is. I think that's the what do you call it? The atmosphere creator. The thing that makes it
I
so
want to
you don't burn in the sea of fire.
hit more wall than stuff, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, you can do that then. Cool, she needs to make a con save, the ship needs to make a con save. Danny, why don't you go ahead and roll a con save for the ship?
It's a DC 15 save. The ship rolls.
Okay.
The ship rolled a natural 14. I don't think the ship has any buffs.
Yeah, the ship is pretty tough. It's gonna save.
Okay.
She rolled a natural 19, so she's also gonna
Okay,
save.
so she's gonna take half of 3d8.
Yeah. You know, she's got these legendary resistances, but she just keeps saving.
Ooh, I rolled almost max damage on it. Let's see. So that would be 20 points half to 10 of thunder damage.
Cool. Yeah, 10 thunder damage isn't enough to, like, bust the ship. Some of the wood just splits, and, like, where the door's already broken is now really busted. But, yeah, it's not going... Compared to the hole in the engine, that's not going to hurt you guys traveling anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
not make
take it
worse
we've
anyway.
ruled that the hull of the engine is not doing wild magic surges every single time we get back to my initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that I wouldn't do that. It's a lot for me to keep track of, so I
Yeah.
decided no. And also, it's a little silly because it's already done. So, does that end your turn?
No, I'll use my bonus action to fire with the Force Ballista. I have it up. I know it's a disadvantage
Okay,
because it's a
your
ranged
roll-
attack.
Correct.
But even with disadvantage, that's probably gonna hit because that was a 14 and a 15 plus 6.
Hell yeah.
So,
Danny never misses.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is gonna hit.
I make up
she'll
for it
go
by
ahead and use her
rolling
reaction.
nothing in every other thing outside of combat.
That's true. go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. Where are my d8s?
I think she's gonna reduce
Give
it
me
by-
my d8s. Damn it. Ooh, that is max damage. So 16 plus 3 is 19 points of force damage.
Ooh.
She reduces it by 20 points,
Aw.
reducing it to 0.
Ugh.
Yeah, fully, you see the hand comes up, and as the gun is like next to her, it's 5 feet away. As the gun goes, she, like Iron Man against Bucky, grabs and moves the gun, the force ballista away, and you just hear the shock go off, and there's a shock in her hand, as you can see, but it doesn't hurt her at all.
Yeah, and I'll just sort of like, as it fires off and the smoke's coming out, just like turn, because I'm standing in the doorway, and like point a now blue eye at Ione and like just kind of glare her down, like, don't even think about it. and my turn.
The gun, the force ballista is moved to the side. Her right hand grabs and pushes it off to the left. You turn your head, and with that opening, she's going to take an attack with 2 legendary actions at you, her elbow coming right in the jaw.
That's fair. That's fair.
How many legendary actions does she get?
She gets 3 new ones at the start of every round. And
every round.
What?
She just
Yeah.
took her turn.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
Yep.
She hasn't even burned through her
She just keeps
resistances
rolling
yet, I
over
don't
When
think.
you said
My
last
AC can
legendary
be
action,
so good
I
against-
was like, thank goodness.
It does. If she
Natural
hits, I'm
20.
down. Oh yeah, Danny's down.
Natural.
Ooh.
Danny's so down.
Ugh.
I swear to God.
Ugh.
Finally, Austin rolls good.
Finally.
Ah.
Finally.
I rolled crap on the dice, to be fair.
It doesn't
didn't-
matter. I'm sub 10 hit points. She's taking me out.
What is
I don't
your
think I'd
total
have to
hit
bring up
points?
the bugs
4?
this encounter, but
Oh,
No, what's your
total.
total hit
Total in
points?
general.
Maximum.
35.
You have to do 39 damage to outright kill her.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just double check quick.
Don't.
Oh no.
That is, it's 2d10 plus 4, so that's 24 plus 6 is 30. So it's not enough
No,
to kill you
no,
outright.
I'm not dead.
oh my
yet.
god.
I am
Oh
probably
my god.
down.
I know.
You see the strike come in, the elbow gets coated in that like force energy, and there's a shock, like a shock wave as she catches her in the jaw, and Dani just goes down.
Ugh. Save yourself.
She's going to. It's not her turn, but she's going to put a foot on Dani's chest and look at Kyana and say,
Swear to God.
"You can leave with them breathing, or leave with them dead."
Oh shit.
It's my turn now,
Your
right?
choice.
I actually get to go.
Think
It
of
is.
what Dani would have
She's
wanted.
intelligent. She's gonna double kill her.
So it's my turn now, right? I
Yep.
get to go? And I
Yep.
have my bonus action.
You do.
Okay.
Let's do
So,
it.
first things first. 2 key points. Arms and Mask of the Astral Self. And she and Ione are both getting force damaged. And let's see, how does that work?
It's 10 feet, right? 'Cause I
Yeah.
think Ione's out of it.
Yeah.
Yes. If Ione's out of it, then that's fine. Yeah.
Correct.
They must, I mean, it's a dex saving throw DC 15, or take 2d6 force damage.
Oh my god. Ooh, natural 18 on the dice.
Damn
I
it.
hate this bitch.
Are you
Even
kidding
so,
me,
it's a
Austin?
pretty epic moment. You see the in fullness your face and your arms manifest with that brilliant glow. She dodges backwards. She has cover from the door to like kind of take. But even so, now it's Kyana at ready to go. What would you like to do?
Well,
Monk v
have my
monk.
movement to stand up first, I guess.
Yeah. You do the full like throw your legs up in the air and catch yourself.
Kip
hell
up,
yeah,
sweet.
kip up.
Love it. Okay, let's see. She's got Dani down.
I'll be fine. It's all good.
Uh-huh. Is there a chance I can grab her through the door and pull her out of the room so that
a
she's on the other
grapple?
side
So-
of me?
Yeah, so here's the thing. A grapple is a contested either athletics versus athletics or your athletics versus her acrobatics, just like the shove.
Damn it! Athletics? Wait a minute, hold on. My arm's the astral self. Let me use wisdom
Let you
in
use
place
wisdom
of
in
strength.
place of strength.
When
So
making strength
you-
checks
Oh.
or saving throws.
That it does count as a strength check, so you could use your wisdom. And then once you have her, it's you can drag her wherever you want, but you're at half speed because you're dragging a person. So you have
That's okay. I just want to put her on the other side of me, outside of that room.
You could totally do that with the rest of your speed. So first attack though, let's see if you want to do that. Go ahead and roll your d20 plus. It's gonna be plus wisdom because you're using your wisdom. She is going to roll. She is good. What's her acrobatics? Her acrobatics is pretty good. I'm gonna roll it in front of the group here.
Okay. Okay, I rolled a 17. My wisdom is plus 4, so I got a 21.
She has a plus 9 to this check. She rolled a 7. She got a 16. You reach out and grab by the robes, and if you want to maneuver her, it'll basically take 5, 10, 50. It's gonna take like basically all the movement you have left, just spinning around. Okay. But you're able to get her out with your big arms.
I just wanted to rip her through the door.
Yeah, you got it.
Does that count as one of my attacks, or is that my whole attack action?
Nope, that's one attack.
Really? So I can attack again?
Yep.
Okay, second attempt is going to be a punch with my arms of the astral self. A nice
Come on,
tasty
Kyana,
plus
you got
7.
this.
Come on, Kyana.
I mean, we'll see. This die is in timeout. That's a 9 total.
9 total? Oh, jeez.
I rolled a 2.
Do you have any inspiration? I mean, even with an inspiration, I don't know if it would be enough. Let me double check with the inspiration
Actually,
dice
hold
at
on.
this level.
There's something that gives me advantage on something, but I don't think it applies right now.
The fury of having your friends downed in front of you and
Oh man, if I could get anime-style emotional power-ups,
the power
I would
of
be hearing
friendship.
about it.
The Super Saiyan advantage,
Yes,
as they call it.
Yes, exactly. Doesn't... it doesn't really look like I have anything that lets me redo it.
Do you have any inspirations?
You know what? I actually think I do have some inspirations left over.
All right, you can
I
only
actually
apply
have 2
one.
inspiration dice.
It's a D8, which means you have to roll an 8 in order to hit her.
Cool.
Well, it's worth a shot. May as well.
But you can try it.
Give this a go.
Come on, Kyana.
I rolled a 7. Come on, man.
Oh, 9 plus 7.
That's even worse than like a 1 or something.
Right?
Yeah, 9 plus 7 is 16, just 1 below her AC of 17. I'm sorry. Yeah, you come in with what should be a powerful strike, but she again manages to like catch your astral, and again it's that like force versus force. There's like that feedback interaction between her arm and your astral arm, and she says, "Cute. Do you remember who taught you?"
No, I'm not saying a single goddamn thing. She's gonna have to stare down the scary face to deal with me right now.
It is a terrifying visage. Virla.
Okay. This is gonna be my last spell that I can cast through the orb, but I will.
Well, you do have concentration
Actually,
on vampiric touch if you want to try that.
That's right.
again.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
The sphere can go through
bonus,
shit. So.
Yeah, bonus action to move my sphere through the wall, basically post up next to the prior is her name.
Yep.
Prior
Sephram.
Right. Okay. And yeah, I'll do another hit for vampiric touch.
Yes.
All right.
Kill her.
That was even worse. That was a worse roll. That's a natural 3, so that's only a 10.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, she's being held, but
move.
that gives her like some purchase. And as the sphere comes in and tries to make contact, she jumps up and puts one foot on the back of the staircase that's right there, and the other foot on the astral arm that Kyana's holding with, and keeps herself up out of range of your little BB-8 spectral guy.
Yeah. Just to clarify, because I think we talked about this before, grapple does not automatically fail dex saving throws, right?
Correct. Sure. Her speed is just 0. Grappling really doesn't do a lot in D&D, but she can flee because she's really fast and she has disengaged for bonus action. So grappling her is, not a terrible plan.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Then that'll be all I'll do for now.
Cool.
Virla is questioning whether he should break out the staff, but this is really such a close quarters thing. He wants to limit friendly fire.
Slowly trying to domino her out of the room full of things that can explode.
Cool.
But yeah, that'll be Virla's turn this round.
Finbar.
Okay.
Kiana's, she's not hurting her, but she's got the prior in her grasp for now.
Okay, one thing at a time. I will walk up to Dani, lean down, put my hand on her forehead, and pump another second level cure wounds.
Thank you, Finbar.
Finbar coming in clutch.
I'm so glad we have a healer in this campaign, because if we didn't, we would not have survived session 1, much less session 5.
No.
You always
No.
need a healer. Cardinal rule of D&D.
Pretty big, 25.
Ooh, thank you, Finbar.
These
Diggity.
I've been rolling 6s and 7s and 8s on these D8s.
Delicious.
So that's my action. Can I really don't have an action to do this. There's no way I could possibly move her, right?
Move Dani?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
action to grab people and move them.
Okay.
But she is out of melee, so, you know.
Yeah, no, that's all that's important, I guess. And there's not much else I can do with my bonus action, so that is my turn.
Cool. Nothing has really changed for Ione. No one said anything to her, so she's just gonna kind of keep standing there, freaking out,
Okay.
unsure of what side she's supposed to be fighting for.
Oh.
I could use the flanking bonus, but I'll take it. Okay, here we go.
Fire Sephron's turn.
Yeah, let's do it. Just do it.
Alright, how is she going to... She knows her staff doesn't work so well on you, so she'll do... This late in the game, I'm going to roll all my d20s in front of the board. I want you guys to know exactly what happens. So first
There
roll.
we go.
Oh boy.
First attack with her fist against Kyana.
Oh
Dirty.
no.
That'll,
Oh,
I mean, it'll get me, so.
I thought that was.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
It's a dirty 20.
That's 14 points of force damage.
Oh boy.
Please
I
make
thought
a
we were talking about
Constitution
a-
saving throw.
Damn it, every time!
Come on, Kyana. Come on,
How many
Kyana.
points does this woman have? Oh, wait, hold on. No, 12 total. This die's hard to read. I thought it was a 17.
You are stunned.
No!
Okay.
Oh no.
Hold
She
on,
is going to
this,
take her second attack to grapple you back. You automatically fail because you are stunned.
Oh, grapple rules!
Oh no.
She moves, she kind of moves you to the side and is going to walk up to Dani and just strike with the staff. Just see if she can get one last blow in. Oh, I'm sorry. I said I would roll in front of the group. I'm going to roll in front of the group.
Oh, okay.
That's a natural 20.
What is
That's a natural
happening?
20.
She's gonna. I mean, again, it's just that the staff doesn't actually do that much. She has to spend charges, which she's
Austin,
almost out of. So it's.
You didn't get the memo. We're rolling with difficulty. That includes you too.
You're supposed to be rolling with difficulty, my guy.
Just
Oh, it's the Yub Nub
24
episode.
hit
Let's all
points
have
or
a
less.
party.
24 points or less. That's all I'm hoping for.
Okay, it's 7 bludgeoning,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and she's gonna expend 1 charge to deal because she's almost out of charges. She's gonna spend 1 charge to deal 1d6. So that's 9 psychic damage.
I'm still up.
Okay.
I'm still up. I have 9 hit
Okay.
points.
Oh, no.
She's going to use a bonus action to disengage,
Mm-hmm.
and at half speed, moving the stunned Kyana, she's going to go 5, 10, 15, and then 20, end up in the stairwell here,
Oh.
dragging Kyana
Oh.
behind her.
Oh my dear. You have made a mistake.
Yeah, well, she doesn't know that. Yeah,
I've been stolen.
Dani, your turn.
I've had just about enough of this bitch. Okay, so the stairwell, I'm looking at like the back wall of it right now, so I need to run around to get sight on it.
Yep.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Do I have room to come in front of the stairs? Because she's dragging Kyana and then Ione is right next to them.
Yeah, you don't. You can't really move through Ione there. You could make actually, I think you can make a tumble check. That's an optional rule in D&D. But basically,
Yes, it
it's a contested acrobatics check for you to like squeeze past her at double speed. So like difficult terrain.
And would that cast an action or bonus action, or is that just sort of part of movement?
No, it's part of movement.
Okay.
But if you fail, you're stuck.
Yeah. Okay. Because Kiana's currently occupying the space at the foot of the stairs. Is there anywhere I could stand that I would still have line of sight into the stairs?
So you can stand in Kiana's space because she's an ally. You just can't end your turn there. So what you could do is run through Kyana and end up over here and take your whatever. Like you'd have line of sight while you're standing in the same space as Kyana.
Okay, I will be doing that then. So, Dani's gonna go occupy.
You gotta make a tumble check.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's against her athletics. So go ahead and roll an acrobatics against Ione, and I'm gonna roll athletics for Ione.
Natural 20 plus 2, 22.
Whoa!
6. Yeah, she's totally stunned. You barrel into her and shove her to the side and get right behind.
Nice.
Clearly,
graceful.
clearly the prior thought that was going to be enough to take you down, like out of the fight, whether or not you unconscious or not. So she's shocked to see you run up behind the Kyana she's dragging, literally holding her by the neckline. She's got her like up in the air, and Kyana's boots are hitting each step as she's dragged up the staircase.
I gotta say,
Very
Blue
dramatic.
Dani is my favorite Dani.
Yeah.
Blue Dani
Blue Dani's
is
a
mad.
boss.
Blue Dani's killing it.
Blue Dani is angry. Blue Dani is going to do... Well, it's save either way. Which one is a better save, though? So Blue Dani, like, whips around the stairs. I'm running around. I'm like, this bitch is dead to me! And as I could use my action and expend a spell slot to summon the Eldritch Cannon, this time in its flamethrower form. Which I'm gonna hit Kyana, but Dani is so pissed that I can't even think about the collateral damage.
You're not really going to hit Kyana because you're in the same space as her, so...
Okay, even
Basically,
better.
you're doing
Get it
a
under
point.
my
You're
arm.
basically shoulder to shoulder with her.
Yeah.
And you're doing a point blank. All right, it's a dex
I would
save.
appreciate that.
Yeah, it's
I
a
do not have many
DC
hit points
14
right now.
dex save, or she takes half damage, and 2d8.
All right, she's got a +9 to this. Here we go. Yeah, 25.
Yeah, so she'll take half damage.
Even my computer's on fire. I gave you guys a break from the dice.
Okay, so that's gonna be
She does not have evasion though, so she is going to take half damage. on this.
14 half to 7, so 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I do have bonus action because I have Plug with me on my shoulders, so Plug is going to take his ranged attack.
Is Plug also blue?
Plug would
Plug is a
also be
ranged
blue.
attack?
Yes, we had this stuff. I never
he's
use
a
it because it's a
homunculus.
bonus.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I never use it because he's a bonus action and the cannon's better, but when I summon the cannon, it's an action. And since I went down, I had to resummon the cannon. So Plug is going to make his ranged weapon attack.
just
laser
His
beam.
like
laser
tail
rounds.
curls
Yeah.
up and like. Pew. Plug got a nat 20.
That's a 20!
Yeah.
I've never
What kind of
stopped
damage is
rolling
it?
this dice. It's 1d4 plus 2 force damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not a lot.
She's... Actually, she'll keep her
Kylo Ren style
reaction.
catch the blaster bolt.
It doesn't look that tough, so she'll keep her reaction in case she needs to attack of opportunity.
So it's a nat 20, so that would be 6 plus the d4, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yes. I rolled max damage on the d4, so it's 10 points of force damage
10.
from Plug.
Actually, she is gonna reaction reduce that because that's huge. But now she can't attack of opportunity anyone. So if you want to move, you can. Yeah, more than enough. She reduces, swats it away again, but this time like a little bit less confident in herself.
I'm gonna like angrily make. I can't end my turn in the space I'm in, so I'm like. Dani, like,
Correct.
blue eyes glowing with, like, the same kind of, like, magma-y fire that her hair and eyes usually glow with, but now recolored because of, decisions that I am mad about. As I step slow, I can't go past her and I can't go back where I came from, so I'll just step to the side of, Kyana's space and, like, be right ready at the edge of the stairs with a still smoking flamethrower and, very angry Plug.
Cool.
yeah,
At the end of her
great.
turn, she will use a bonus action to dash.
Damn it!
It's not a dash. She can move 20 feet, which means she only goes 10 feet because she's dragging you. But
Right,
it does
just
put
carrying
her on the deck of the ship.
Does it also move her
Yes,
out
the arms make me
of
hit
my range when she's moving away from me? Could I use my reaction to opportunity attack?
Threatened area?
It does technically, yeah. If you have a melee attack, you can do.
I have daggers.
Oh god.
Okay, she's got a +2 to her AC because of the cover from the edge of the staircase there.
Okay.
So you got to hit a 19 AC.
Alright, well, I rolled a natural 18 plus 5, so that's gonna be a 23.
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna stab her.
Dani just goes to shank her because Dani is mad. It's a d4 plus 2, it's not big, but that's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Oh my God.
She gets, and you're just desperate back against a wall, lash out. Your
like to
street
think-
kid days coming back to you.
Dani's like grabbed a kitchen knife on the way through past Finbar, like that's what I'm using now.
Riff raff.
Street
All right.
rat.
Kiana, you are stunned.
Sure
End of your
am.
turn, she will take another legendary action to go 10 feet. 10.
Damn it.
And you're right behind her there.
But she's ended up in the
Firla,
worst
your
spot.
turn. You see Kiana in tow, the prior come running up the steps,
Do it. Do it.
holding her aloft.
Do it, Virla.
Some bold actions for someone in insect plague range. Yeah, so I'd like to cast Insect Plague, take out the Clockwork Staff Swarm. I'd like to position it like more than 20 feet in the air, so that really at like the very bottom of the sphere would get.
Got it. So she's
the
gonna
prior.
be able to move out of it pretty trivially easy, but you're
Yeah,
not destroying
that's
the ship or
that's the
anything.
trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hit Kiana. I really only just want to hit her. She has to make. The prior has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Oof.
Natural 20.
I want to know the odds
All right,
this computer is rolling on.
All right. Well, it's half of 4d10 piercing.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. She doesn't resist that or anything, so.
Okay. It's not that great. 18 half to 9 points of
How's
piercing.
she looking?
Okay. You've done a lot of work on her. She's still got a chunk left, like she's not on death's door, but
Yeah. Okay.
Stop her.
if you guys are gonna stop her, you might need a desperate ploy.
Desperate ploy, you say?
Yeah, so she's nearing the gangplank. I'm actually gonna mark the gangplank so that everyone knows where that is.
Oh yeah.
It's like 10 feet wide, and it's over here.
Okay.
She's gonna use her last legendary action to move 10 more feet. And drag Kiana with her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. That was.
we go.
What do I have as a bonus action? What's my bonus action? What can I do? I can just cast another spell from the orb. I don't got nothing. Wait, no. Bonus action is just to move the orb. I still can't do anything. All right. Yeah, that's all. That's all Virla can do. Actually, no. Virla's gonna. Virla sees that the prior is physically taking Kiana. Virla's gonna get out of this little bubble.
Aw.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. Yeah, I'd say
Comfy
you
bubble.
still can do your movement if you want.
There's not much that he can do. He can only move 30. Halt.
She moves 10
Please stop.
and then she spins around, puts her arm around Kiana's neck, and
Ow.
holds her staff out at you and says, "I'm warning you." And says nothing else.
Oh, that's
Finbar,
a
it's your
specific
turn.
Warning.
Warning registered.
I,
For future reference.
Your feedback is very important to us, and your complaint has been noted by a representative.
Please stay on the line.
Do 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 do
Ooh,
do
this
do.
fight is
do.
awesome.
Your threat may be recorded for monitoring purposes.
Do, 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 do. Sorry, Finbar, what are you doing?
I have no idea. I need to get up there.
Yes.
One. Okay, so, alright. I will cast, Zephyr Strike.
Okay. Sweet.
Fairies jump out of my, coat, as the winds pick up. And I'm going to move up to, the other young monk down here.
Yeah. She's
And-
already like kind of shoved to the side, so you can move past her if you want.
Okay.
Danny's nat 20, I believe it was.
Street smarts.
Yeah, it was more than enough to get her, and she's not trying to stop you. She's a little shaken, a lot shaken.
Okay.
Shaken is the lightest way to put it.
Good news, guys. You can get a replacement monk.
I can get here, I believe. And I
Sorry, hold on, I
will.
was plugging my laptop. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Cool.
there's basically an insect plague there, but given his placement, I'm gonna say that you guys don't really. I mean, you could even. She moved out of it, so if you just want to drop concentration on it, Virla, so you don't hit anyone else who's moving around.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because you can.
And I guess because it's also
not on your turn.
Because it's also a concentration, the vampiric touch on the orb fades, which is fine because I don't think I could do much.
Yeah.
With it anyway. So
she's really hard to hit.
Okay.
That's her monk thing.
yeah, we noticed.
Am I within? I can't cast the spell. Shoot. I'm afraid I can't do any healing this turn. But I will instead. Thorns will wrap around my wrists, shoot out as I cast Thorn Whip.
Okay. Roll it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, 19's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 2d6. That is 7 piercing.
Okay. She's pulled, right?
10 feet closer to me.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's basically right here.
Yeet.
She's still holding on to.
Along with Kyana, who she's holding. I'm sorry, how much
Yep.
piercing? 10.
Oh wait, I get to roll an extra d6 because I'll use my gathered swarm. So she comes closer, then Pixies line up a nice punch, sock her right across the face. So an extra 2 piercing. And
What was the total?
total of 12.
12. Okay.
And I'm going to say let her go.
Cool. Yeah, you're huge compared to her. She's average human height, so you're towering over her, and yeah, this vine comes out, wraps, pulls her back in. As much as she's been dancing around you guys this whole fight, she cannot escape this. And yeah, you just reel her in, and towering form, pixies flying all around you. Tell her to let her go. Ione does not know what to do.
Ione.
Ione and Blue Dani
And-
having a staring match at the bottom of the stairs.
It's the prior's turn. Let me double check when stun ends on Kyana.
Start of her.
Stay until the start of. Okay, so actually, yeah. So you're no longer stunned, Kyana. So if she wants to keep
Yay.
grabbing you, she's gonna have to and moving you. She's gonna have to stun you again. So, but
well, hopefully
she's
she
probably,
doesn't do that.
Oh, actually, they don't automatically fail. I'm sorry. You don't automatically fail strength checks. You automatically fail strength saving throws with stun. Oh, incapacitate. You fail strength checks. So
Yeah,
that's fine. All above we're there. She is gonna hit Finbar first because Finbar's the threat.
Okay.
Hey, gonna roll in front of the group because I already said I'm gonna do that. 19
Yeah.
to hit.
19
Okay.
just hits. Yeah.
Oh no.
Just
Done.
Ugh.
That's actually really low. 10 force and
Okay.
DC 17 con save, please.
Okay. Okay. That is a total of 17.
You just succeed. She'll strike. No, she's got to strike Kyana to try and keep her stunned. So she'll hit Kyana with her
Don't
second
do it.
punch.
Don't do it.
That's a 9
That's-
plus 9 is 18.
Damn it, she gets me.
Ah.
Ugh.
This is so annoying.
You take 14 points of force damage.
I'm unconscious again, so.
Oh,
yeah.
well, you don't need to be
Dang.
stunned then. And then she'll hit Finbar with the staff.
Damn it. I was gonna
Here we
try
go.
something.
Okay.
I've been awake for like 5 seconds total in this fight.
That's a 6 plus 9 is 15.
15 misses.
You dodge past, not quite stunned, and I'm sorry, Kyana, that sucks. She's
I'm
trying to get
okay.
you though.
Now I can
I was
get you
gonna
back
actually.
up. No
I had a
problem.
question. If I'm actively grappled, do I get advantages on attacks against the person?
No,
grappling me?
no. You're just
What?
like
But
being
I-
held close by.
Boo.
So,
Well,
I'm assuming
okay. There
part
goes
of
my
grappling
idea
also
anyway.
includes preventing the person that you're grappling from being able to hit you.
yeah.
I wanted to do the headbutt thing, but she knocked me out again.
She will
Wait, do I have
take
to immediately
Boo.
roll a death save?
when your turn
If
comes
it's your
up.
turn up next. Which I think it
She'll
is.
take a bonus
Oh, okay.
action to nimble escape, to disengage. She has 40 feet, but she can only move 20 because she's dragging the unconscious. 10, 15, 20 onto the gangplank there. That was a really good move, Finbar. She would be really far away if you hadn't hit her with that grasping.
Aye.
Dani, you're up.
Yep. Alright, so first things first, Dani's gonna run up on deck, assess the situation. What material is the gangplank made out of?
Wood.
Wood? And how high up
Yep.
is the
Dang,
gangplank?
please.
Oh, dear.
The gangplank's over space. You guys are in Sigil. The
jeez.
dock. The dock is. Oh my god.
God.
The dock is
evil-
over nothing because you're standing over clouds.
Evil
Oh my
Kermit
god.
saying, do it.
5, 10, 15.
Oh my god. I can't believe I manipulated myself into this.
So Kyana's still on the ship because she's getting dragged. Dani's gonna throw a hand out over Kyana and put her other hand down onto the wood, make eye contact with the monk, and I am going to unleash a burning hands onto the gangplank.
Okay, so I want Dani to be aware of. I don't want unintended consequences on this
Uh-huh.
one. The prior is still grappling Kyana.
Okay.
If she you have a great idea. If she falls, and either the grapple isn't broken, or someone isn't already also grappling Kyana,
Okay.
she's gonna drag her with her.
Gotcha.
So
If I use
this is a really good idea. I just don't want you. I want you to understand. Someone's gonna have to hold Kyana, or someone's gonna have to break the grapple, or something,
Right.
for destroying the gangplank to not also doom Kyana. Also,
okay.
it's to be fair,
Technically-
it's also totally. She's standing on the edge of the ship. It's totally possible she'll get like a deck save to try and hold on. It's totally possible that she could grab onto the edge of the ship, and you wouldn't kill either of them. But
And they don't fall until the start of their turn, so.
correct.
True.
The
That's
start of my
true.
turn is
I
the
say
start of my
do it.
turn is immediately after Dani.
Well, yeah, but Kyana, you can't fall anywhere because she's holding you.
Yep.
Like, you couldn't fall
So-
100 feet this round because she's holding you. So you're gonna
Oh,
fall on her
that's
turn,
something.
basically.
In that case, I will use my bonus action to use the
You can still do it, 'cause I
flamethrower
can grab her.
on the gangplank, because that'll reserve my action. So first, for order of operations, first things first, Dani runs over, same action, but her other hand, instead of catching on fire, is pointing the flamethrower down onto the gangplank,
Okay.
and using that to do fire
it's
damage.
it's a deck save, so the wood's gonna fail. I need to look up how many hit points a plank of wood has. Oh my god.
It catches on fire whether or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit points. Size.
14 points of fire damage.
All right. It offers.
Door size
Okay.
roughly.
I'm gonna say that it's. So I have right here. I'm gonna say it's a medium-sized object. So like, I mean, like a large-sized object would be like a cart, which is this. That's about the size of this. But you're not trying to destroy the whole thing, just enough for it to fall.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say it's a medium-sized object. It is resilient. You're not trying to break like glass or paper. So it has 4d8 hit points. I'm gonna roll 4d8 right here. We're gonna see how many hit points this piece of wood has.
I did 14 points of
Okay.
fire damage on my flamethrower attack.
All right. It has
Okay.
15 hit points.
Okay, so for my action, I will then,
I mean, if you want to stomp this thing, you'll crack it.
would that be my action to do that?
Yeah.
Burning Hands is a cone. Could I angle the cone so that I hit her and the plank?
Totally, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. So it's a
Alright.
DC 12
Plank
dex
is
save
destroyed.
from her. Plank goes down.
She needs to make a dex save.
Absolute mad lad.
I mean, Virla was gonna drop the ship potentially,
She's-
so I'll prefer
Whoa.
this to.
Yeah, the environmental takedown is really the way to go.
Oh my god, I hadn't even considered this. Ooh, okay, that's an 18 dex save.
Okay, so she
she's
saves
gonna
she
take
takes half damage. So I rolled 14 fire damage, so she takes 7
Okay.
points of fire damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the plank is
Oh god, I
destroyed.
replaced her damage with 7 instead of subtracting 7. Whoops.
And still staring her down.
No, she has
Just
7 hit points left. You're correct.
Slowly start extending an arm towards Kyana and like hoping that Finbar gets the vibe of come grab Kyana.
Oh,
Cool.
I'm on it.
At the start of her turn, she's gonna fall. So,
Yep.
or she's gonna at the start of her turn, she's gonna make a dex save, and if she doesn't, she's gonna fall.
At the start of prior Sephra's turn and not mine, which is right next.
Correct. Yeah. No, Kyana, you're just making a dex
Cool.
save.
Oh, love it. Let's do it. Let's
Blue
do it
Daddy
right
takes
now.
no prisoners.
Well, I rolled a 2, which is not a 1.
That's
Oh,
a
no.
fail.
That is a fail.
Oh no. Kyana.
Yeah, it's not been my favorite day, all things considered.
Oh man.
All right, Virla.
That's my turn.
Virla, you're up.
What is keeping this ship suspended in the air?
Magic. The ship flies.
Could-
The ship flies.
So if Virla were to say, suspend the magic so the ship would enter
Virla?
free fall
No,
from the
Virla.
sky.
No!
Virla. Virla.
That means she
I
won't
don't-
fall!
But I don't want her to get away. I don't want you to fall either.
Hopefully that's a solved problem.
All of us falling is just a whole bunch of fun.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
I think all of us falling is bad too.
Especially because I think it's pretty straightforward to stop this boiler leaking wild magic to not be functional. I think it'd be another thing entirely to try and get it back up to a state where we could stop hovering. Hi. Okay. Okay. So can you clarify what's happening? So Kyana failed her dex
so
saving throw.
Kyana's dying.
I failed my death save. My
Death
death
save.
save.
Death. Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
falling. Prior Sephra will go
Okay.
on initiative
Okay.
24, and when she does that, if somebody else isn't grappling me, we're both gonna fall over the edge.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or doesn't
Okay.
breaks her grapple some way.
Okay. Virla can exactly get 30 feet up next to Kyana.
Hey.
Okay.
And his strength is 13, so it's not.
So she's
not bad.
unconscious. So if you
can't
use your
get her.
action,
Yeah.
you're gonna grapple her.
I will still automatically.
I will
fail.
use-
Whether she goes with you, prior Sephra, and you are both holding Kyana, which one she goes with is going to come down to a contested athletics currently. That's the state of things.
Everyone hold Kyana.
Is that your whole
Like
turn?
at the end of the season 1 of Sailor Moon when they all hold the moon stick. Everyone puts a hand on Kyana to keep her on the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Combine all of
Okay.
our athletics together. We might be able to beat this monk.
Action to hold to grapple Kyana. Yeah.
You do. Finbar.
I don't suppose my slippers of spider climb can work even when I'm unconscious, can they?
Oh, that's so brilliant. No, not when you're unconscious, but if you were conscious, they might be able to hold you.
Beans.
Oh, that's-
Okay.
Okay, cool. Bonus action. I'd be like, come on, girlie, get up. As I cast Healing Word.
Okay.
All right. Kyana, you
I'll-
come back to consciousness. The
How
light,
many hit points?
Hold up, I'm rolling it right now.
The
Yep.
silver moonlight coming out of your bruises that you have along the side of your temple.
Silver moonlight.
So,
Yeah, when he heals, there's moonlight
Yeah.
because he uses the waning blade.
not as much. 19.
19 is still better than 0. Man, baby.
Oh my god, she's still blue this whole time. She's been blue.
Yeah.
We're both blue.
She was blue the whole time.
She was blue the whole time.
And he will do nothing. All right.
Wait, I'm not done. Hold up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I get around? Okay, I can
Yeah,
get around
if
here.
you got speed.
Cool. And I will swing around. I will activate the Zephyr Strike to give myself advantage on this hit.
Okay.
And an extra D8. So, and with Leyland, and I will hit the prior right here. So let's see.
Cool.
Advantage. Come on.
Oh, she's doing so bad, guys.
Okay, not that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 will hit it.
Okay. Okay. It's
I don't think you have the
D4,
damage to take her out on this
D8.
one. But
No, probably not.
For the audience at home, all 3 other members of the Per Aspera are currently flanking Kyana
Yeah.
on all 3 sides, and the
It's-
prior
the
is
prior
hanging
very
about-
dramatic.
the prior about to fall, everyone surrounding Kyana, who is now her eyes open, you see when you the hustle and bustle of Sigil, everyone everywhere. There's all sorts of stuff, and you see some heads now are turning to this scuffle. Look at this scuffle.
What's
going
happened?
That is 15 Piercing total.
15. Hefty. She's not looking good.
And I need
Does
her
that
to
break
make
the grapple?
a strength save.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay, she has proficiency.
Come on, lady.
DC 15.
Dang. What
20
isn't she
plus
proficient
5.
Friendship.
She's a high-level monk. She has proficiency in everything.
Caring about others.
Yes!
in? Finally!
She will use. I'm sorry, guys. She's gonna use a legendary resistance.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Ah!
You see what it should pull her away. The pixies yank, but she grabs onto Kyana. Kyana now, spider
Oh,
boots,
God.
stuck to the deck. She holds on as you try to pull her away.
Well, at least she's not dropping 100 feet before my spider boots activate.
Correct.
Okay.
It's now
Oh
the
my
prior's
God.
turn. She is
So much is
gonna
happening.
fall. So she's falling. Let me see the sequence of events here. The first thing she's gonna do is try to hold on to Kyana as an anchor and not fall. So athletics check versus Virla, since you're the other one holding on to Kyana. please.
Come on, Virla.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I give Virla
Yeah,
my
yeah.
inspiration that I got earlier this session?
No, they're
No,
not transferable.
no.
In a
that's-
previous
that's not how
episode,
it
we
works.
did say they were transferable.
Did we? Did I say they
In
were
episode
transferable?
2, we transferred
Wait.
inspiration. I know because
Okay,
I edited
I
that
guess they're
episode.
transferable.
Okay.
You gotta beat a
Yeah.
21, bud.
All right. So what is that? That's
Plus
got to be
D8.
at least.
That's
Yeah,
a
for
D8.
me, that would have to be. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, okay. 17 plus 1. That's an 18.
Come on, Dispo.
Plus a D. Plus a
Yeah.
D8. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's a 7. Ah!
You
Woo!
pull her back. You see Kyana, you wrench her back, steel and synthetic
God.
muscles pulling her away from the force-covered hands. You see the prior start to fall back. She's gonna make a dex save to see if she can grab on. DC 15.
Here we go.
She could just legendary resist that, but
She doesn't
Oh
have
my
to.
God.
She falls, grabs on. That's the start of her turn. She's gonna use half her movement to pull herself up.
No.
Well,
up
it was a very
over-
calm moment.
Beyond here. You see she falls, catches up, swings herself up, haggard, the hair that was pulled tight back now falling over her face. She makes no motion to fix that. Just a moment of seeing the expression start to slip, she puts her fists up. She says, "Oh, what is she even now? She doesn't care. She doesn't want to engage on your level. She just wants to kill you.
my
She'll
God.
punch her way to Kyana. Finbar first.
No.
it's best if you don't, ma'am.
A 3.
Ooh.
3 plus
3?
9 is 12. One
wait,
sloppy
baby.
punch. Okay, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Oof.
12 force damage.
Okay.
And con save, please.
Damage. Okay. That's a natural 19.
Cool. And then
Nice.
final, she'll hit Finbar. Try to. She's got 3 charges left in her psychic staff. If she hits, she's gonna expend them all. That's a natural 15. She's gonna hit.
Okay.
That is 5 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
9 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, guess who's up, baby?
Ooh, is it Finbar?
You
5
see
hit points.
crack, all the fist coming in, but Finbar, do you betray anything at this, or are you just like? I imagine Finbar is the kind of guy who doesn't, no matter how many licks he takes, is just like looks serene and literally the bigger man in the situation.
Now, ma'am, it's best we stop this now, alright?
The wild look of a cornered animal appears in her eyes. Dani.
Dani is so pissed. Dani is running around the crowd of her friends to be directly next to this lady. I thought I asked you to leave! And I'm going to thunderclap again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she has to make a con 15,
Con save?
Constitution 15 save or be pushed back over the edge of the ship.
She's good at those.
Okay, I believe she has a plus 9 to this.
Yeah, she
Yep.
does.
All right, here we
She's
go.
good at these.
Yeah, she saves.
17.
Oh.
She'll take damage.
Take half
Go ahead,
damage.
do the damage.
2d8. Okay, so That's not great. 6 half to 3 points of thunder damage.
Oh, yeah, that's really not great.
Yeah. But I still have my flamethrower up. That's a 15-foot cone originating from me. Can I angle that so that it doesn't hit any of my allies?
Yep. Yeah, you can angle it to the right
Yeah,
there.
so she's got to make a DC 14 dex save or take half damage on the flamethrower attack.
Okay.
Oh.
8 plus 9. Yeah, 25.
Yeah, I did roll max damage, so that's still 8 points of fire damage. But she is.
Okay, that's already halved.
Yeah.
Yep.
This lady's busted.
Oh my god, wait. I get a turn this time.
Yep.
I'm
You
not
do.
unconscious or stunned. Oh,
You-
this is incredible.
Dani come in, boom, thunderclap throws her back against the railing, and then Flame, she puts her arm up, but you see, like, she doesn't even try to, like, fully dodge it. She brings her arm down, and the all of the fabric on her, like, left side is burned and melted, and you can see there's, I won't get graphic about it, but severe fire damage to her body that she doesn't seem to, like, she's not even, like, really appraising. Gruesome, and she is dogged, and she is on her last legs.
Oh my god.
Kiana,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and write down how many hit points she has left.
Kiana.
And Kiana, I want you.
Kiana, it's
Alright.
so poetic. You
What I'm
have to
doing-
finish this.
What I'm doing is I'm going to select my character so it'll let me actually move, hopefully. Any day now. No, it's not. Okay, can somebody scooch me around so that I'm flanking her with Finbar, please?
Totally.
Thank you. Okay. Now, as I recall, flanking is what gives me advantage on all my attacks, right?
That is correct.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I got the number right here.
Okay.
Come on, Kiana.
Okay.
Come on, Kiana.
I'm thinking. If I burn my bonus action on the Arms of the Astral Self, that means I can't do as many attacks as I want to do. So we're just gonna do this with my regular fists.
Yeah, flurry
Unarmed
of blows.
strike number 1.
It's narratively poignant
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Just do it.
Unarmed strike number 1 at advantage. First roll. Won't do it. Second roll. Ah, that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that's 1d6 plus 3. It doesn't have the extra plus 1 of being force damage from the astral self. 5 points of regular damage.
Okay.
Second attack for my base action. Advantage. What's that? Okay, that's what is that? Oh, wait, is that another dirty 20? Yes, that is another dirty 20.
All right, 30-20, that hits.
Actually,
Go
hold
ahead,
on, I
roll
haven't
damage.
rolled the other one, just in case it's a crit.
Just in case it's a crit.
It's not.
Okay.
Second
That hits though.
attack.
Go ahead and roll damage.
D6 plus 3. That's another 5 points of damage. Bonus action, key point.
2 more
flurry of
hits.
Blows. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna burn a key point on. Can I say Stunning Strike for that last one?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
burn an extra
absolutely.
key point, see if she makes the con save.
Yeah.
So that's a DC 15 con save. Let's see if she does it.
It'd have to be a 6 or lower.
Yeah.
30, 20.
Lower than
Well,
6, I mean.
worth a shot. Okay. Well, third attack. Advantage. Let me just roll my second one for that. That's a dirty 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, good. D6 plus 3 again. Please roll higher than a 2 this time. Oh, okay, that's good. That's 9 points.
How do you want to kill her?
Oh god.
She
Hell
had
yeah.
17 hit points left.
Ugh,
Nice.
incredible.
Just, I think I want to crack her over the edge. You know, just like a big spinning kick just off the side.
Damn, all right.
Yeah, just.
You come back. 2 strikes. You go to stun. She resists, but with Finbar at her back, you see there's like there's a moment where she tries to sort of monk gain some distance with some clever footwork, but he's just a wall behind her. She has nowhere to go, and
Nah, I told you this was a bad idea.
you get advantage on these strikes.
Nice.
Crack, crack, and then with the final one, you bring your foot around and catch her in the shoulder. There's a moment where she looks at you, and she says, "You," and you knock the wind fully out of her before she can finish her sentence, and she goes tumbling head over heels off the edge of the boat and past the spire of Sigil down into the clouds.
Sci-fi pit to nowhere comes through once again.
And then she'll take a whole bunch of fall damage if she ever hits the ground.
It's a lot of fall
oh my
damage.
She
God.
can reduce it by 25 points with her monk abilities.
It won't matter. It straight up won't matter.
Oh my god.
Good job, guys. Whew. How did everyone
There's
end
someone
that,
else
that
in there.
battle at?
As soon as
I got
combat
healed up
drops,
to 19.
I have 9 hit points. As soon as combat drops, Dani's like, "Oh my god, my baby!" and starts running to the boiler room.
Cool. As you go down the ladder, you push past Ione, who
Get
is
outta here.
slowly, hesitantly climbing up the staircase.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Get out of here.
Virla will point his clockwork staff towards Ione, just sort of in guard. State your intentions and purpose.
She looks at Kyana, makes eye contact, says, "I'm sorry. After they sent me to find you, I thought I could leave, but they found me. Not even foolish, stupid. I thought I could get away. I told them what I knew. I'm sorry. I saw what they did to the other monks. The ones that became those slithering things they used to find you. I didn't want that to happen."
I'm just still staring over the edge of the ship. And I think I'm gonna turn to her and say, maybe you'd have better luck if you found some friends. And
I don't even
not
know what
moving.
that would look like.
Well, there's always time to learn.
She's sensing the room that there's a lot of hostility here.
Yeah,
she
this is not
gives
the invite she got last time.
No,
she
your
gives
captain
a nod.
privileges have been revoked.
Oh,
You may
scathing.
not be our captain.
She gives a nod and she just bolts off. She jumps over where the fallen gangplank is and runs through a crowd of Modrons and other that are gathering.
Ah, Jesus.
Dani, go ahead and make an emergency check to try and patch this so that you can get underway.
Yeah.
So
Don't
that's
have mending
that's your
spells?
regular Tinker's tools.
Regular Tinker's tools. Yeah.
You got some stupid bonus to this.
Yeah. Just checking my specific artificer bonuses to tool checks. 9 to this.
Yeah,
and
so
I
you got
rolled
9 to
a
this.
16, so that's a 25.
Nice.
25. Oh yeah, you're able to
Wow.
patch it up. You're gonna need some
Flex
more
tape
time
that shit.
to really.
Dani throws a comically large band-aid on the hole that she blew into the boiler.
That's so funny. Yeah, you're able to prevent her. I mean, the ship might be at her. You're able to prevent any real damage.
her.
The ship's gonna fly at full speed.
Maritime law
Although you will need
dictates.
to take some time to get it,
Yeah.
fully fixed.
My plan is
But
to install them.
you can work on that during your trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Battle dies down. Dani, bright blue, you fix the problem you caused, but that wasn't really your fault in the end. Tensions slowly ease.
Does the
there
color on
anything
Dani
else
show
you
any
want?
sign of going away at any time?
Yeah,
No.
Is that when
No.
does?
No,
If
you need to remove curse for
right?
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really? Oh
Yep.
my god!
That is.
We were joking about the permanent change in the drawing, but that might have to be the case.
Yeah.
That is truly hilarious. I mean, I'm sure we can get a removed curse
I'm
if
going
we
through
need
my
to, but,
villain arc, guys. It's fine. I've always been the most morally ambiguous one of the crew. Now it's just
Yeah,
come
you
full
just need,
circle.
This
a
was
high-level
probably your most
cleric or
generally
paladin.
heroic fight to date so far. There was no collateral damage.
You
That was the
intentionally
most
angled your
drag
blasts
out
away
fight,
from
too.
your allies.
You guys have had some
Yeah.
tough fights, but
Yeah.
she was hard to hit. She didn't even
Yeah.
have. I mean, she had
She
a lot
was-
of hit points, but not more than
She
the
was
ball
smart.
off.
The last
she's
time
smart.
I tried
That
to
was
fight
the
her,
issue.
my aim was to roll a higher initiative than her so I could run away before she could hit me.
Oof.
I healed.
Which you did.
I healed
did.
75 hit points there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I think we'll close it
Yeah.
there, and we'll pick
Ugh.
up. I assume you guys are going to be heading back to the City of Brass to drop off your payment.
Yeah.
But-
After
Find
literally
someone.
2+ weeks, yeah.
Yeah. I know we have sending stones in the ship, and we don't have any sending stones to the City of Brass, I don't think. But do I know of any way in Sigil
No, but
to
that's a
contact
project you
Otto?
could work
Yeah,
on.
that's. I'll add it to the. So Dani's
yeah,
list
there
of
would
projects
probably be-
grows.
There would probably be sending services, although it's only going to take you guys another day,
Yeah.
I think day and a
Yeah,
half,
I don't think it's
to
worth it.
make it back to Brass. So I don't know if
The ship is
you'd have to
functional.
like pay for them. So
Yeah.
and the ship,
Yeah,
the ship's working. So
While we're back on the astral sea,
Kneecaps
I'm gonna go back
confiscated.
to lying on the deck and staring at the sky and sort of emotionally processing this thing that just
Yeah.
happened. You know?
I'll bring.
I think Kiana's deserved
Virla,
that.
you
bring-
take the helm, translate you guys
Yeah.
back to the astral sea. Finbar, you go back to a kitchen in disarray. Dani,
I don't
you,
leave the engine room.
survey the engine room, also in disarray. Plug
It's suspiciously blue.
never leaves your side.
I let Plug play with the little dragonfly, like
Aw.
make it go, and then have him like chase it around.
He greatly enjoys
No,
that.
spit
And
it out,
Kyana,
Plug. Spit it out.
You ease yourself down and
Yeah.
lay back to look up at the stars. You feel that serene emotion that's not quite yours. That is yours, but not quite yours. The feeling of that other
Yeah.
consciousness inside you, like someone tenderly cleaning a wound with a rag with alcohol on it, gently pressing where it's worst. You almost feel that internally. This feeling of you've just undergone something and there's wounds inside as well from having to deal
Yeah.
with that, and this just gentle, almost like maternal kind of force comes in, and in stark contrast to the maternal force you just faced.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bit of soothing, soothes your soul a little bit
Psychic
as you
bandit.
stare
I'm
at
gonna-
the astral sea.
Yeah, I'm gonna stare up at space and think about space whales and not move for the next 6 hours, I think.
At some point,
Fantastic.
I'm gonna bring lunch around to everybody. I won't gather them up. I'll just be like, hey, here's a little snack here, a little snack here.
Aw.
Thank you.
Finbar helping how he knows how.
Yes.
Excellent job, guys. I think there we're going to call it. So that was a way long fight than I expected, but she's hard to take down and
You thought that
crafty,
was gonna
so-
be short?
Yeah, I mean, it's all of you versus one character, even with a lot of hit points and a good AC. When it's 4 versus 1, the action economy, but there were some bad rolls on your part, some really good
Yeah.
rolls on hers, and she played it really smart, so. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening and joining. I hope you enjoyed this relaxing post-adventure Yub Nub episode.
Very
Only good
relaxed.
times and happy snacks.
Good times were
Just
had
gonna
by
tell
all.
us
Thank you
about
so
the
much for
flower
joining us
development.
on the Astral Sea. And we'll see you next session for the continued adventures of Rolling with Difficulty, the crew of the Aspera.
Adios.
Thanks, guys.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.
Hi, I'm Noir, aka Virla. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Rolling with Difficulty. We'll be back next week with another thrilling installment, but if you miss us before then, be sure to check out our Twitter and Instagram for more D&D nonsense. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email the pod at rollwithdifficulty@gmail.com. Links to all that and more in the show notes below. If you enjoyed the show, please rate us and leave a review on your preferred podcast platform. Thanks!